I know. It's just gonna be me and you live. Yay! I don't know that you're live.
How do I get the link for that?
Go into where it says, I think it's copy link.
Let's see. Under YouTube?
Yeah, it should be like hang on a minute, let me see if I can find it. Go to your screen share.
Let's see. Oh, hang on. I got it. I think
it should be like down at the bottom corner, like you could copy the link. That's how I did it last time.
All right, I'm on.
No.
Whoops. I'm on here twice. I don't know how I did that, but anyway, let me get on Reseller Squad.
Those links and all that stuff. It's so hard for me to remember. I know. It's like, I don't remember how to do that. I need the people that are experts doing this, please.
Yeah, me too.
I don't know what they're expecting from us. Let's see. It said we have 4 people watching, so.
Hello, everybody.
They too would be us. I don't know who the other 2 people are.
And of course, I get a phone call, but they can wait.
You sound like me.
All right, I put the link.
So. Okay. Then maybe somebody will come in. If not, oh well. We'll just hang out live, you know. Just hang out. I know everybody's probably like jonesing now. It's been 2 days. Like they don't know what to do. And I think I missed her this morning when she went live.
I did too, because I was out and about. But then I'm like,
like crap, I missed everything. I'm trying to feed dogs, you know, clean up pee.
Oh no.
Yeah, she's still peeing on the floor and stuff. It's like she won't get her butt up.
Kathy, are you packing while you're talking?
I'm trying to. I can't say shut up, Marcel. Okay, you can snicker over there, right?
I heard that.
What did you say yesterday about Bridget? Remember we was talking about pack. What was we talking about, Bridget? And you said that you don't have Bridget do it or something. I forgot what it was. I told him I was going to tell you. I forgot what it was. I should have talked to you yesterday. And
I have my own packing to do. Thank you very much.
I told him I was going to bring you here and hire you to teach me how to pack.
Oh my God, we would never get anything done. Are you kidding me?
I know, right? But shoot, never get nothing done. I think we may have been talking about how many packages you had going out or something.
Honestly, though, I'm with Todd about this year. I have not seen the increase in sales that I've had over the past few years.
Yeah.
During fourth quarter. But
that's what I'm hearing a lot of people say, it seems like.
Yeah. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's, I don't know.
If it's because eBay's doing their whatever they're wanting to do.
Screwing everybody up. Yeah. Hey, Carol.
She wants her handout.
Oops. Well, it's going to have to stay that way because I don't know how to edit it.
It's going to have to be handouts today.
I'll hand out some jewelry. How's that sound?
Yeah, I watched a couple of those. You did really good with those.
Thank you.
I like them.
I did one. I did another one.
Yeah, I saw where Valerie shared the $5 one. She did the $5 pop-up sale.
Yeah. I just got to get this stuff out of here.
Really. I know, right?
I really do. I just need it gone.
Sweetness. We sold those twin towers that we got a couple months, like last month, I think it was.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, we sold those.
Glenn, I gotta make you a
reach.
Yeah. There
we go. Liz. Morning, Glenn.
Morning, Liz. I'll make you one too. There.
I think everybody in mine's like is a rich. Hey, Tessa.
Hey, Tessa.
Oh, look at Hellfire, Mr. Sadie.
Hey, Mr. Sadie. Well, thank you, everybody, for popping in on this short notice.
I know.
Valerie's at the bag sale, buying everything out, and so we were on the chat. We were on our messenger going, Anything?
Anissa, hey. Yeah, nobody was wanting to do a show this morning. We figured we'd come hang out at least for a little bit.
And I just got home. I've been running around in the this morning, so.
It's too much. I know. Early in the morning, it's like first thing you have to do is get up and you do a lot of running around.
Yeah, I hate it. And I'm like, so I got up at 4:30. 4:15, and normally, and then Chris leaves at 4:30, and I'll be like, "Morning, Tim," and I'm like, "Okay." Then I go back to bed. Sometimes I'm like, I can't go back to bed because I'll never wake up in time because I had to be out of the house by 7:30. So I'm like, there's no way.
Good morning, turtle. And this has 2.5 things to ship. Oh, the 5 had page. I was like, 1.5.
Oh, sorry, Tessa. I'm still in bed. That's where I want to be, Carol.
Oh, you and me both.
That's what I did yesterday. I went back to bed, but I didn't go to sleep. I brought a bin of my Disney pins in bed with me. And I brought my binders because I brought these binders for it. And I started filling up the binders but I have to organize them by kind because that's how I am. And so that's what I did. I sat in bed and did that for a couple hours and then got up.
Oh, wow. That's good, though, especially with all your, your jewelry up underneath your bed. All you got to do is bend over and grab you something. You can list it.
It's not under my bed anymore. It's in a big stack by my window.
Well, that's good. Hey, Tom.
Good morning.
Thank you for coming in.
Yes.
No problem.
Deb. Oh, my gosh, Deb, you're not a moderator? What the heck?
Hey, Deb. Yeah, nothing happens after coffee. Oh, and this has got some CBD oil that knocks her out.
Mine doesn't knock me out, but man, I'll tell you what, I canceled my appointment for my cortisone shot tomorrow because my knee hasn't been hurting. So, uh-oh, Kathy, I can't hear you.
Me?
Oh, now I can.
Okay. Yeah, Mr. Sadie goes, that's passion when you sleep with your inventory.
I wasn't sleeping with it. And it's not inventory. The Disney pins are mine.
That don't go into inventory.
Sad. Sad little girl.
Sad.
Hey, I have a troll. Yay!
Yay! You weren't even that many in there. That's good. Okay, she's done. We're out. Peace. She's done for the day.
Yeah.
Dang trolls. See what happens when I start shipping. I miss the trolls. The 1,000 part. You think you have to get to your 1,000 subscribers. Look at you.
It's not it's not inventory. It's my collection. I'm gonna do a video on my whole pin collection once I'm done putting it in binders and stuff.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Well, what are you up to today, Tom?
I'm just trying to get started.
I think everybody is.
Yeah.
I'm just not motivated this morning at all. I ended up sick yesterday afternoon, evening.
Oh, no.
And I just...
On your birthday?
On my birthday.
That's not
good.
It's okay. I'll live. I got a lot more ahead of me.
I guess that's what happens when you get old. You get sick on your birthday.
There's a new meaning for that, Bridget B.
Right? No, that's an old meaning. Everybody's known about that.
But I would never say that until then. Now I will.
I call myself that all the time. Chris will say that to me. He'll be like, "Why are you being so bitchy?" I'm like, "Oh yeah." He'll just come out and say it. He doesn't hide it.
Mine don't either. He'll ask me to.
I'm just being my regular self. What's up?
I know.
I said, I don't know
me.
I'm being normal.
What are you talking about?
We've been together long enough. My real me can come out now.
I know.
No sugarcoating stuff anymore.
We're past the farting days and all that now. Now let's bring out the true thing here.
Yep. Isn't it funny?
Past the risks.
I do want to give a shout out to Baskin Robbins. They have this ice cream pie thing.
Oh, God.
Ice cream cookie. My wife got one and brought it home last night. And it's good. It's real good. The chocolate, chocolate nuts and caramel on it, whatever that would be. Anyway,
like
it was good. Yes, that's what it was, a turtle. It was really good. I highly recommend it, even if it isn't your birthday.
Don't you have to wait for your birthday for it?
That's right. Go get you one of them things and make you a pot of coffee.
You'll be happy.
So what do you all think about my message last night about the VCR?
Oh, I saw that. Oh, my God.
I know.
Oh, people. Yeah, I'd have been like, okay, I'm going to go ahead and cancel this order for you, baby.
I haven't canceled it yet. Okay, I'll tell everybody. This person bought a VCR, DVD, VHS player from me at 10:47 my time, Eastern time. So at 11 o'clock, they send me a message and says, my friend, can you print the shipping label today and ship it tomorrow? Mind you, it's 11 p.m. at my time. This item is for a customer and I promised him the tracking today. Please don't include any bill or slip. Another thing, can you request signature confirmation? It'll cost $3 extra and I will gladly pay that. Please let me know. Then he says, P.S. Please notice that 50% of all VCRs I buy, I return because sellers test only the power on. Very few connect it to the TV and actually play a tape. So I will ask you very friendly to make sure this item works by performing a real test and shipping it ASAP.
Yeah, no.
And my response to that, I replied and I said, it's 11 p.m. my time. This item will print tomorrow.
Exactly.
I am. First of all, it's in the storage unit.
You should have got that label printed last night. You didn't have nothing else to do.
I have a 2-day handling time. He's going to wait both days now.
You know, I was just watching Scott's morning show, and he got a VCR back from his. It had been dropped. It had been packed on the. It was returned. It had been dropped. It had been not improperly packed, and the door off the front of the printer was broken off.
Oh my gosh!
It didn't send any of the cables back.
That's crazy.
You know, I know there's supposed to be good money in the stuff, but it just seems like you have to put up with. Since Valerie's not on here, I can say it. Sounds like you got to just put up with a bunch of penises. When you're
oh yeah, you can say that on my channel. I don't care.
Yeah, you do too. Because I mean, I had one of them do that to me before too. I'm like, I'm not doing that. I'll do that tomorrow. That this late.
He's yeah, I know Tessa. He's a drop shipper, but still, don't buy something at 10:47 p.m. and he's in Texas, so the time isn't that much of a difference. And expect me to get up at 11 o'clock at night and print a label for you. Yeah, that ain't happening.
I wonder if that's the same guy that Scott had an issue with, because he was a drop shipper too.
Was he?
Yeah.
There's quite a few of them out there.
Yeah.
A couple of
It's just funny that they're both a DVD.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Well, I fully test mine because I have a little flat screen TV here. It's just like a little 19-inch or whatever. And it's sitting in the corner and I pull it out and I hook up the VCRs to it and I put a tape in it and make sure. So it plays. I know it does, but.
Well, they didn't return the remote either, I think he said.
Well, this one doesn't come with a remote, so I don't have to worry about that.
He'll be all right.
I was thinking I might have one because I have so many remotes for it and I was going to look for it, but now forget it. You're getting what you get.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah. Get it whenever I give it to you. Thank you.
Oh, yeah, Liz. I sell electronics all the time, and knock on wood, I usually don't have any issues, but this guy it just floored me that I got that message, and I'm like, really?
Yeah, it's late at night. Are you crazy?
I promised the customer he would have tracking today. Well, that's not my fault.
Yeah, that's you made that promise.
Right. Then you should have bought this a long time ago.
Yeah. Yeah, they do. They drop ship them to Amazon for the huge profit and all that. It's crazy, but I'd have been the same way. I ain't getting my butt out of bed.
Hey, is Carol still on here?
Hey, Turtle.
She is. Carol, your birthday's this week. What day is it? It better not be today.
Let's have people singing to y'all.
I'm pretty sure she said her birthday was this week.
Yes. Is your birthday this week? And when? Oh, not this week.
I thought it was this week. I thought you said... Who said their birthday was this week? I thought there was somebody else besides Tom.
Marcel's is the 15th.
Oh, happy birthday, Marcel. On the 15th.
Oh, hers is the 4th.
Date.
Is he Sagittarius?
Yeah, I guess so. I think.
Well,
Yeah, that's...
Someplace in there they switches over to Capricorn or something.
I don't know, but that's trouble right there.
What?
I remember now. Carol and I have the same birthday.
Do you? When's your birthday?
Same as Carol's.
Oh, the 14th.
This is 14th too?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Then Nissa's is the 8th, or Nissa's daughter's is the 8th. Oh, Turtles is tomorrow. Birthday's in December.
Oh, happy birthday tomorrow, Tim.
If we don't see you,
Look at all these December birthdays.
I know. Like, I know that, it was springtime at one time at that, they had to be outside doing something. They were inside.
I guess.
So Todd and Carol the 14th and Marcel's the 15th.
Yep.
Don't forget your dad's birthday's the 13th.
And it's another dollar. It's 27. There's Sally Ann.
I like you too, Carol.
Sally, do you want me to get off here and you have one on yours?
Christmas.
No.
Oh, okay. Well,
Happy to help Liz. Liz's husband's Friday, so she said thanks for reminding her.
You're welcome.
16. See, that's what we're here for, Liz. Be friendly reminders of birthdays that's coming near you.
Wow.
Hey, Tom and Sally, can you say something in the chat so I can make sure you're a moderator?
Sure. As soon as I get the chat up, I will do
Come
that.
on, Sally. You sound like you're half asleep.
No, it's just I had sold like 5. I sold 5 overnight, so the world was coming to an end this morning.
Me
Why?
too.
Oh, Brandon.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, tell Brandon he's gonna come here and help me do mine.
I'm telling you, I'm flying you here and paying you to help me learn how to ship.
I don't know. All these birthdays, like right now, there's some friskiness going on in March.
Ooh, they are. I'm saying that y'all had stuff to do outside in the fields, I'm sure, like plowing or cows to milk, or didn't your parents do that other than, be stuck up in the house?
Oh, your brother's on Christmas.
They don't farm.
Well, I know my Marcel's did because, they were up in Chicago and they had like 6 of them, so they weren't their kids. They stayed in the room.
Yeah, Carol, my a friend of mine, Terry, she's the postmaster. Hers is on Christmas Eve.
Oh, wow.
And her mom would let her pick whatever day in December she wanted her birthday for that year. Because it was on Christmas Eve, she didn't want her sharing it with Christmas, so she told her every year she could pick a different day, and that would be her birthday for that year. And they would have a party on that year and cake, and that's when she would get her gifts. So I thought that was kind of a neat idea to do it that way.
And Sagittarius goes up towards all the way to the 21st, so that means there's a lot of buttholes in this chat. Because that's what they say about Sagittarians. They're opinionated. They want it that way.
So what's everybody doing today?
I got a date here in a little bit.
You do?
Yeah.
Sally's drinking.
Sally, what the hell are you drinking? Oh.
Snow.
Snow
Just
Kiss.
coffee.
That means it's peppermint schnapps and coffee
Close.
with alcohol-infused whipped cream.
Close. That sounds really good, though.
It does,
Oh.
don't it?
Have you ever had the alcohol-infused whipped cream?
Uh-uh.
Oh my gosh, it is so good. I wonder if you could ship that.
Ground shipping.
If it wouldn't explode, I'd ship you some. Oh my gosh, it is yum.
It sounds good. I've never seen it here.
I'll have to go to the liquor store.
We're just making a special trip to the liquor store. Yes.
Yeah. Like she needs a reason.
Tom,
Yes, ma'am.
no, I have not had an alcoholic beverage since I got back from Disney.
Yeah, but that was just, what, 3 weeks ago?
That was in September.
Have you ever had so much alcohol that you don't care what it tastes like anymore?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
That's.
Yep.
That's pretty bad.
Oh, I've done that. I remember when Chris and I were first dating, that's what we would do. We would go out to the bars and listen to local bands and stuff. And I remember he would just keep buying me Red Bull and cherry vodkas. Oh, he would just keep buying them and buying them. I'm like, all right, I'm done. Like after the third one, and then I turn around and we're all out on the dance floor or whatever, and here he comes with another one. I'm like, okay, I'm done. Next thing I know, I can't even freaking stand up. I'm like, okay, I'm really done. Thank you. But why you're trying to get me so drunk?
Let's put that horse in backwards just a second. Did you say Red Bull and vodka?
Cherry vodka and Red Bull. Yep.
Red Bull as in the energy drink.
Yes, sir.
It's good.
Oh, it's yum.
I've never had that. I've never had that drink, but I've had Red Bull. I don't like Red Bull by itself.
I don't like Red Bull by itself, but you put some cherry vodka in there and
Or just even plain vodka. But yeah, cherry vodka makes it even better.
yeah, I like the cherry vodka.
I like Jaeger bombs.
Oh God, I can't drink Jägermeister anymore.
I can't drink
That's bad.
One of the bartenders at our local bar here, her and I shared a whole bottle one night. And never paid for 1 penny. I never paid for it.
Wow.
Her and I just shared a
I'm
whole
a good Southern boy. If you can't mix it with Southern Comfort, then you don't drink it.
Ooh.
Tito's vodka and sweet is really good together.
And what?
Sweet tea and Tito's vodka.
Oh yeah, that's good.
It's real good together. It's a hard sweet tea is what they call it.
I thought I had some in here. Anyway, have you ever had the caramel Southern Comfort caramel?
No.
Oh man, I just drink that right on the rocks. That is so good.
I remember I went to day college. I didn't board, and a lot of times we'd go at lunch break and we'd get us a Slurpee, a cherry Slurpee, and add Southern Comfort to it so we could take it to the.
Oh my gosh!
Gotta remember that was like when I was 21 years old.
It sounds good though. The cherry vodka and the Red Bull together. I think I would probably like that.
You know, another thing that's good is grape vodka with Sprite. Grape vodka and Sprite. That's really good too.
To tell you the truth, I don't think I've ever had flavored vodka.
I'm going back. Man, I haven't had those drinks in forever.
Yeah, I know. I haven't. I don't drink. Like,
I don't either.
Rarely do I drink.
We used to go out every single weekend, and sometimes twice. I don't know how we did it. Now I have one drink. I'm ready for bed.
You're young. You were young then.
Young? That was just like 6 years ago.
The first time I ever had Long Island iced tea. Are y'all familiar with that?
Oh
yeah.
First ever time I ever had that, we were sitting at a restaurant called the White Horse, which was like they had like subs and grater taters and things like that.
What'd they have? Subs and what?
Subs and grater taters. That's like stuffed baked potato. They cut the baked potato in half and they put like ham and sour cream and all that kind of stuff in it.
Baked potatoes.
Baked potatoes. Potatoes. Anyway, this friend ordered a pitcher of Long Island iced tea, and he says, "Now this stuff's strong."
A pitcher.
Yeah, wait a minute, let me continue. So we drank it, and I'm thinking, "Hey, this is baby shit here. This ain't nothing."
Right, Tessa?
So we had about 2 more pitchers, and it was time to pay the bill and go. And so we were paying the bill, and I started to stand up, and I'm like, "I think we better have some coffee."
That's how I was when I had that. Well, it wasn't Jägermeister. It was what was it called? It was. Gosh, I can't remember the name of it, but it was black licorice flavor. What the?
Yeah,
heck?
well, that's Jaeger. Yeah.
Well, but it wasn't Jaeger. It was something else.
Is it the like a fryer? Does the bottle look like a fryer?
I have no clue what the bottle looks like. I couldn't even tell you. All I know is I felt fine. Like her and I finished that whole bottle. And Chris goes, "What the heck are you doing?" I said, "I don't know. She keeps pouring me shots. I'm going to drink them." So her and I finished that whole entire bottle. And I was good. I thought I was good until I hit the air. Once I walked outside, I'm like, "Ooh."
Hey, hit you quick.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I was sick.
What does Bridget Show
Zambuca,
talk about
that's
at
what it was.
10 o'clock in the morning?
It was Zambuca, huh?
I said, "What does Bridget Show talk about at 10 o'clock in the morning?" Liquor.
Mhm.
Hey, I need the views, okay? Oh gosh. Okay. Let's see. I gotta get packing.
I guess it's better than poop and pee.
I know, right? I'd rather talk about that than bodily functions.
Oh, man.
Well, go ahead. You can talk about them.
Frangelica.
Frangelica. That's what I was trying to think of.
Oh no,
Oh.
Zambuca. Do not eat the fruit and purple. What? I don't know what that means. Do you know what that means?
Purple Jesus.
The purple juice.
What is that?
I don't know.
That sounds like a really weird drink.
I know.
Hey,
The
Tara.
purple Jesus.
Hey.
That sounds like you drink one of them and you're on your hands and knees going, "Oh God, if you let me make it through the night, I will promise you I will never drink that
Oh
again."
my gosh.
You should have hung out with Jim when he still drank. He used to have his own Jaeger machine. It took 3 bottles, you know. He used to show up at like these college reunion type thing. It's not. It's called trivia. But anyway, he'd bring his own Jaeger machine.
Oh
But
my
it got expensive because 3 bottles of Jaeger. That's like $75.
Yeah.
You know?
He was like the person to call for the parties, I guess.
I guess I got it. We still have that Jaeger machine. I should really sell it.
Ooh, sell that. Those sell pretty good.
Yeah.
We'll save it for Brandon's college.
Yeah, that's really what I need.
I had a
Yeah,
guy,
no.
there was a guy a long time ago, probably about 4 or 5 years ago, and he had one on the Craigslist app. He was selling for $20. It was brand new. So I met him and I bought it because I was the first one to respond, and I met him right away. And he said, "Yeah," he goes, "My wife," he goes, "I'm in counseling. I'm an alcoholic. My wife said I had to get this out of the house." Like, yep.
God.
And I sold that for pretty good money. I can't remember what I sold it for, but
Yeah.
good.
Hey, all those shot chillers do good because I did like what's the whiskey that's got the little devil on it? And it's like cinnamon flavored.
Fireball.
Anyway, I sold one of
Fireball,
those. And, yeah.
Oh, did you just answer that?
Yeah, because that's Dwayne's logo drink.
Oh yeah, Fireball. Yeah, you're right.
I was like, Todd, what you know about Fireball?
I don't know about Fireball, but
Oh, yes, he does.
but after watching Dwayne for a while, I saw it in a liquor store.
And I had to buy
Like,
some.
hey, that's what Dwayne gets. I never noticed it before.
Yeah, I guess Brandon drank that one night and got messed up on it, and now he won't touch cinnamon at all.
Yeah, I don't like cinnamon liquor. I don't really like schnapps either.
Yeah, he likes cinnamon just fine before that.
Okay. My name is Tom, and I am a girl drink drunk. I like white Russians. Those kind of drinks.
You like the frou-frou drinks.
Huh?
You like the frou-frou drink?
I don't particularly care for like the umbrella style, but I like White Russian, Black Russian, those kind of drinks.
Kahlua and cream. I like Kahlua and cream.
Yeah, I like Kahlua by itself. How was Kentucky?
Oh.
Tara?
I haven't been since Thanksgiving. Jim's going down there. I think Jim's leaving tomorrow. Jim's going tomorrow. I'm not going with him because Brandon's in school.
Well, I'm sure Brandon wouldn't mind if you took him out of school. And
yeah, except I got the form letter from the school is, your kid's getting quite a few absences.
Oh,
Maybe
no.
we should schedule a meeting to counsel you on what you need for assistance or help so your kid. I mean, he's had like maybe on the high, it's no more than 5, but I've already gotten the form letter on it.
Wow.
Yeah. Anyway.
Some lady was just on our news that some lady got put in jail for that. Her kid has missed 20 days of school or something already. And they kept sending her letters and she kept ignoring them and wouldn't go to the meetings. And they arrested her. She was in jail.
Yeah.
Well, it depends on, I don't know how old the kid was, but sometimes if you have those older kids, they do intercept your mail if you're like having to work during the day. Oh.
But I'm like,
I wouldn't know anything about that. Like you make sure you get the mail before your parents do, and you take out any incriminating letters from the school. But anyway,
I never heard of that before, Tara, ever.
I know. I didn't know they did that.
No, I would never have done anything like that and destroyed them or anything. No, never.
All right.
Anyway.
Or burn them. Take them out in the yard and just light them on fire.
Apparently, Tara's going to be having the conversation with Brandon like, don't think about it. I've already done it.
Yep.
I will say he's like a really good kid. He's not like good at like lying or anything. He doesn't try to lie. We can bust him pretty easy. He doesn't really misbehave, but I'm like, oh man, I wasn't real bad, but Jim's like, oh man, he was way easier than I was when I was a kid.
Do you think that means he's going to be hell as a teenager?
I hope not. Anyway, I guess I'll see. As of right now, he's been real easy. He's 11.
Oh my gosh.
And the poor child wants to be in y'all's what we bought at the auction.
Oh my gosh.
So bad, and you will not let him be in them.
No, because he's trying to take them over because he says we're boring and we need to add more stuff, like his kind of stuff. He wants to like change the topic away from like reselling and eBay to, I don't know, memes and YouTube videos, Like, no, that's not who we are.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, Chris started watching your videos and because I showed him the one, I'm like, watch, their little boy is so funny. He like runs through the woods and he's like running back and forth. And then he puts on the motorcycle helmet. So now he's watching every one of yours, even back to see if Brandon's on there.
Well, see, I think they're so cute. They're like a young married couple, Jim and Tara, when they're doing these things. He's like, we got this at such and such. And she's like, no, we got that. Or I bought that. You didn't want it. I bought it.
I don't think she giggles like that.
Yeah, I don't think I giggle like a little schoolgirl. You make me sound like a little Chinese schoolgirl, like.
But y'all do. Y'all are just so cute.
Well, thank you, Tom.
You're
not making me feel uncomfortable at all.
At times, you need to put Jim in a posh frock and let it, because he's like what's Vanna White on Spinning Letters. He's holding up stuff, and Tara's behind the camera going, such and such and such and such, and we did that, and just be the pretty person on the screen or something.
Oh, I'm sure Jim will like that you call him pretty.
I just went through a box of stuff, and I've got so much stuff to give to relatives that I can't sell.
Oh boy!
Like pilot.
Nothing like dumping your crap inventory on your relatives.
Right? Sell this here. Take it.
Like this pilot
crap
ladder
I
here.
can't sell.
That's a nice ladder. I just don't want to ship it. I don't know whether I could ship it.
You could ship anything.
You can ship a lighter. Yeah. What is it, a butane or like a regular lighter?
It's an electric one.
Why can't
Sure, I'd ship it. If it's worth anything, I would.
Oh yeah, I would too.
I would too.
Because that's a pretty groovy little lighter if I smoked anything.
I didn't even know they had electric lighters.
Yeah, this one you actually plug into a USB. It's got a USB cord you plug into it to charge it with.
Oh, that's cool. Is it? Are you sure it's a? Did you show it? Let's see it.
Yeah, I'll even make it lighter. It's like a heating coil, like when you stick a cigarette to a burner in the stove.
Oh yeah, oh, that's
okay.
cool. Makes me want to smoke again.
Get the cool lighter.
Thanks, Tom. I'm gonna pick up a pack of smokes. No, I'm not.
I don't think you were committed to not smoking if it takes only that little bit.
No. No, I haven't smoked a
Sight of a
cigarette in
lighter.
15 years.
Wow.
And Jim, he used to smoke like, I don't know, 2 packs a day, and he probably hasn't smoked anything in 14 years.
That's good.
That sucks, Deb.
So, Sally, you working
Oh,
tonight?
No, I'm off for 3 days.
Oh, nice.
I dare you, young lady. I dare you to pick up
Uh-oh.
that damn telephone if it's not from your mother, your one of yours, or Valerie's father's, or Valerie, or one of the gang. You're not allowed to answer the damn telephone.
Well then. Thank
Because
you.
you'll be getting our clothes on and tramping through 2 feet of snow because somebody needs not to show up for work.
Oh, she would. In a heartbeat.
Of course you would. I was not just talking to hear myself talk.
Well, sometimes I don't know.
Hi, Mr. Sadie. Oh my gosh.
Okay, Bridget.
It was for good reason.
I see that big again.
Somebody walked out and quit, and the other girl had already pulled like 13 hours or something. So,
And of course, the manager couldn't do it because,
no, she was on
We'll
vacation.
just call dependable Sally. She'll come in.
Yep.
You gotta stop answering your phone, girl.
When the manager's not there, that's what the district manager's job is.
Yep. But they have Sally. Why do they need that?
Well, that's like not that you're a really good worker, but that's a problem. Like in that kind of industry, you get a lot of high turnover with people that quit. But then people that are good workers, they work the shit out of them and they burn them out eventually.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They'll find somebody that's a really good worker that will put the time in, but eventually they'll get burnt out on it because they just work the living shit out of them.
Yeah, I've been there for over 5 years though altogether, so it's not been that bad, I mean, we have our hard times, definitely, but for a while there, our crew was pretty good, everybody was,
Oh my God, Todd's snoring in your story.
It's gotta be his year. One of those girls.
I'm eating a breakfast burrito and she thinks she's got to have a bite. She smells.
I'm like, you make that sound when you eat?
No, God.
He's
No,
mukbang.
Todd inhales the
Profit.
She wants a bite.
That's so funny.
Oh, no.
You
Dad.
can't have that breakfast burrito.
That's fine.
Oh,
Oh.
don't tell her no.
Hey, how can you tell that no? God.
Maybe I'll give her a bite.
Oh.
Boston Terriers, they got those squished up noses, so
How cute. Oh, my goodness.
when they're smelling of something, they sound like that.
Todd, you should
They
just
got
have
a good-
her on your desk instead of seeing your hand. We just need.
Does she know when you have food? Because my pug has a really good sense of smell, and she knows if you got food, she'll find it on you. If you come out of a restaurant, she expects to get some food.
Yeah.
Feed me.
Aw. So cute.
Is that one Izzy? I forget.
No, that's Jenny Weasley
Jenny Weasley.
because she's red. Yeah.
Okay. Janae.
How cute.
Be precious.
You guys all have cute dogs.
No, I don't.
I just have a cat.
I have
shoot
I have
one
two
of mine.
I know. I was kind of surprised, Bridget, that you joined our group because we all have dogs.
Both.
I like dogs. I just don't feel like I have time for one.
Oh, I thought that was a prerequisite to the group, as you had to have a dog.
Yeah.
I had border collie and a boxer at my old house. But I'm at auctions almost every day during the summer, and it's not fair. So,
yeah.
And I like to travel, and I don't want to spend the money on boarding. So
Get one like Bambi and take her with you.
Mm-hmm. Get you a tiny one.
I used to take her. I used to take her to Kroger's with me.
Huh?
I used to take Bambi to Kroger's with me every time I went to school.
Get you a little tiny one. Go get you a Minnie Mouse pet carrier. And take her with. You know,
I didn't even like taking my own kids on vacation. You think I'm gonna like take
Hell of the kid and the dogs. No.
Dogs are like children. Dogs are like children. You have to feed them. You have to water them. You have to walk them. You have to make sure they go to potty.
Yeah.
You know, they're like small children.
Which is why I have a cat, and then pretty soon I won't even have a cat in the house.
Then they get old, and you have to put diapers on them because they act like your parents, and they forget.
No, you get them the pills. No, you get them the pills because my female dog she's 14. She started having the incontinence. I went to the vet. It's a pill. Instantly shuts it down. They can control their bladder because she would like be sleeping. She'd started dribbling and stuff. You give them the pills. They only cost you, I think we figured it out. It costs like $1 a day. Well, if you're not ruining your carpet and furniture, it's worth $1 a day.
Heck
I think it's called like Prion. It's Prion. You get it from your vet. It isn't that expensive. And like with that female lab, it stopped it right away.
Wow. Oh, because that's about how old she is. She'll be sleeping and she'll pee and not move.
Yeah. Is she a spayed female?
Yeah.
Yeah, ours is too, and I guess it is something when spayed female large dogs get older, they'll have this. But the pill's really cheap. You just get it from your vet. It works excellent. You give them 2 pills a day, one in the morning and one at night. But if you miss it for a day, you will have dribbles.
I take it myself when I go out drinking.
Jim's mom had a Springer Spaniel that started having that. She's like making it diapers. It's walking around in diapers, and she's sewing these diapers for this dog. And I'm like, oh my god, it looks like a big mess. Yeah, just get the pill.
Yeah,
it's worth it.
It's less than $1 a pill, and it will change your life.
Okay, good. Thank you. Yeah, because
I think I need to get those pills for the next time I have a cold.
I know.
I know, right?
It'd work good if you have to lift something heavy too.
Mr. Sadie said, "Hey, I think I take that pill."
I need to. I'm gonna have to trade them all.
Your wife puts in your drink for you. You don't dribble anymore.
And see, Mr. Sadie, we're not talking about the little blue pill now. We're talking
No,
Wait, what is Sadie dribbling?
I don't know.
Evidently, somebody takes a pill for her.
Oh boy.
I thought we were talking about pee pills.
I got a new shirt that I gotta show you, Todd.
Why just Todd? Can we see it?
Yeah, you can see it.
Eat your cookies.
Or look at the what?
Or look at the flower. Or look at the flowers. You decide.
Yeah.
Is that what it says? Yeah.
Yeah.
Eat your cookies and look at the flowers.
What's it from?
Nice.
What is it
That's
from?
Carol from Walking Dead.
Walking Dead.
Oh, I don't watch Walking Dead, so it didn't make any
Look
sense
at
to
the
me.
flowers. It's when Carol shoots that little girl. And
Yeah.
that Carol like killed that sister. She's like, just look at
Oh,
the
that's
flowers.
Carol's picture?
Yeah.
Awesome.
What size is it, Sally?
Huh?
What size is it?
What size is my shirt?
Yeah.
What?
It's a 3X.
Oh, really? Are you selling it or keeping it?
I'm keeping it.
Oh, okay.
You got any more?
I bought it for me.
Oh, I thought you got it like you were gonna sell it.
Nope.
Sell it.
Nope. Nope. I bought it for me. I hardly ever buy myself anything like that, except like, I mean, sometimes I buy like a hat or something, but I mean, as far as like clothing, I hardly ever buy myself clothing. I don't like buying myself clothing, but whenever I find something like this, like a shirt that I really want, I'm like, I'm getting that.
Yeah.
Sally, do you ever find though when you buy yourself something nice, all of a sudden your friends and relatives are like, "Oh, I want that. Oh, could I have that?" It's like, what the hell? No. Get the hell away from me.
It's mine.
And I'll have it.
I sold those Lumineers.
Oh, good.
Both boxes. And I sold Billy Bass fish.
Woo-hoo.
The one that you listed, what, day before yesterday?
Yeah.
Yep.
Nice. That would have been
And I
Sunday during the
sold-
challenge, right?
Yeah.
Yep. And I was only on here for like a couple of hours, but I think I got like 6 or 7 listed.
Oh, that's good.
What else did I sell? Can't remember. Oh, I sold a girl's jacket, like a puffer jacket. I sold a couple of things of like learning cards, like for kids, but they
Man,
went for like $22.
Wow.
I sold them for
Wonder
like
Brandon was
$22.
kill ya. He should be
I
happy.
know.
He should.
I know.
Not complain that you're selling stuff.
I know.
How's this
You acting like the world was gonna freaking end.
Just because he had to go pull it.
Yeah. Well, because he had to ship it out.
Poor baby. That's what I have to
know.
say about that.
Yeah, me too.
Oh man.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah. Deb says she has a blanket of Rick and a necklace and earring of Daryl's crossbow.
Hmm.
No,
I don't know
I
who
love
those people are, but cool.
I love Carol on that show. But she
Oh,
was
me
so-
too.
But I don't like the long hair they got on her now. I like her better with her short hair.
Yeah, she's
I don't
real
know. It
butch
just,
looking there.
yeah, she just it's too distracting with that big, long, thick, bushy hair she's got now.
Yeah, she looks like the witch
Yeah.
queen of New Orleans.
Yeah, it doesn't fit her. I don't know what it just doesn't fit her.
Yeah.
You know, I fell in love with Carol when that little boy found her getting the guns.
Mm-hmm.
And she said, he started talking about she's going to take him out and tie him to a tree.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, God, what a bitch. I love her.
She's so badass for such a small person.
Well, you know, she would set her, she could, you know, in the story, she could set her own arm when it got dislocated because her husband had dislocated it so many times, beating her.
Mm-hmm.
That is a real woman there now. She's more mad than I am.
Well, if she hadn't have been through all that shit with her husband, you know, she might have not even survived this long.
Yeah.
You know, like in the real world, you know.
Yep. It's hard
Like
for
I said,
zombies
I
to
really
be
like the
happy
show
with a
for the-
plague.
I like the show for up to the fourth season, and then I just kind of got tired of it.
Of what, Walking Dead?
Yeah.
Have you seen more of it? I've never even seen one episode. Not one. Not because I have anything against it. Just,
You gotta watch a few, Bridget, just in self-defense from us. All
Huh?
the rest of us being interested in it.
My daughter watches it every single week.
Well, another thing that really got to me about it was it's an hour-long show. They have 30 minutes of commercials and 30 minutes of the show.
Yeah.
And that really just irritated the hell out of me.
Well, that's with anything though, Tom, because like you could watch a freaking YouTube video and you'll have a freaking commercial.
But that's okay. I'm not paying for YouTube. I'm paying for my cable.
Oh, well, true. I mean,
and cable is paying them. So I'm going to bitch. I did like the last season I watched it. I would record it and then I would fast forward through all the commercials.
Yeah, that's usually how I watch it. I gotta work usually.
That's why nobody can say anything about it the day after.
Hey Sally, that guy got eaten again. Somebody's going to get eaten every episode.
This is true.
Like I said, if that was to actually happen, I'm going to head north.
I don't believe it.
After about 2 weeks, the smell would be so unbearable in the South you couldn't stand it.
Yeah,
and
that's true.
You got to think about it. 300.
Did everybody watch the last episode?
I haven't seen the last.
Oh yeah.
You have? Can I say something about it, or is anybody going to be poopy?
I haven't watched it yet.
All right, I won't say anything. Because we don't want Todd poopy.
Oh, he will be too. Todd, when are you going to go see your girlfriend?
About 20 minutes, yeah.
Whew. You bringing her some flowers?
Bring her some of those prion pills.
Yeah, there you go. She doesn't dribble while you're there.
Probably be happier with a pack of smokes that she always blows in my face.
Oh my God.
Anyway.
Oh, where am I? I'll be right back.
Oh, okay.
Grab a box.
I'll be right back. I'll be right here.
Where are you going, Sally? I'll be right back.
And I might have sold a fish tank to a local yard seller or Facebook yard sales person.
What?
Yeah, fish tank. So that's cool.
Yeah, I listed some on my local thing this fall, and I sold them the next day. They went so fast.
I know I put one on for that clean out I did. I'll tell you what, I had about 30 people in like 10 minutes.
I got a question. This looks like a scope.
Yeah.
But it has no markings on it whatsoever.
It looks like a red dot scope. Laser scope.
How would you go about looking for something like this? Where to find out what it is?
Is there no brand name on it at all?
There's no name anywhere.
It's not like for a paintball gun, though, is it?
Is it plastic?
Pull that up again. I would. If
I can't see it.
Sean, are you on here?
And it's got the scope part.
Does it have a?
And it's got a little switch on the side that goes from red dot to white dot.
Yeah.
Is that a bore sight thing?
That's what it looks like. Has it got any serial numbers on it?
It don't have. I don't see anything on it.
Mr. Sadie said it could be a paintball gun scope.
Or airsoft.
Yeah.
The high-tech airsoft scope.
Okay.
Is it metal or plastic?
It's metal. It's heavy.
Plus, it's a pistol scope. You ever see like those bigger pistols that they put a scope on?
True.
You know what I'm talking about? If Jim comes in here, I'll have you hold it up. He might be able to tell you.
Okay.
Will it fit on mine?
Hey, Tom, hold that up. Hey, look at this. Is this like a regular gun scope, or you think this is like airsoft? Here,
Is
let
that
me put it
real?
on, Tom.
Yeah, it's real.
Is that
It's
357?
metal.
Yeah,
Is that
it looks like a red
357?
dot.
It would fit.
It's a
Where's that
He says it's a red dot.
A what?
dot?
Would that be a pistol scope, or is that a gun scope?
It could be either.
Oh,
It depends on how far away from your eye you gotta hold it. You'll be
That's
able to
what I
tell right
thought.
away.
This is airsoft, Lori.
Oh, okay. That's pretty cool, though.
Yeah.
Like a
how would you tell how
357.
far away you got from your eye?
Hold up close to your eye if you can see, or hold it like 8 inches from your eye if you can see through it. That's a rifle. Hold it like you're at an arm's length if you can see through it. That's a rifle or a pistol.
Pistol.
Because pistol you'd hold far away from your face.
Get that, Tom?
It looks like it'd be. You can see. I mean, you can see both ways. It's focused.
Even at an arm's length.
Even at arm's length, it might not be worth. I mean, it might be broken, but it's not like zooming in at an arm's length.
Okay. Yeah, if it works at an arm's length, it's pistol. If it works like 8 inches from your eye, then it's usually rifle.
This was in a box with 2 boxes of 22 long hollow point shells.
Cool.
Oh, then I bet you it was probably a
You probably
rifle.
had like a Ruger 1022 or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was there in it else? CR2 cartridges.
CO2 cartridges?
Yeah. The little tiny one is it
Then it
CR2?
was, somebody probably had it on a airsoft or a paintball. Those airsofts look real. I mean, look at the one Sally's got. That looks like a real gun. They got an orange tip on it, Sally?
No.
Is that a? Oh, I thought that was a real gun. Is that not a real gun? Is that an airsoft or something?
This is airsoft.
Look how real that looks. You pull that out of the store, you're going to get.
But it's as heavy as a real gun.
Is that the Colt or with their model after the Colt or the
Sally.
357?
Sally.
What are you talking about? What?
You can get your plugs that are orange, and they just stick right in there, and then you can list it.
Yeah.
You know what I do? I go to the store and buy a roll of 99-cent survey tape, and you just tie it around the end, and it passes the robot on
You
eBay.
wrap it real tight around it. Because I've even had people ask me, "Oh, where do you get your plugs or whatever?" And I don't answer the question.
Yeah, because it's just a robot on eBay that's picking it up.
And the person who's buying it doesn't want it destroyed by permanently putting some orange thing on the end.
Right.
But I'm gonna tell you, if you come through Charlotte with that thing, don't let it fall out of the car. Don't have it laying out on the street. Your life will be your ass killed. We tend to have police officers with hair triggers down here.
Yeah, we've heard.
All right, I got to go. I'm still talking here. I'll be back.
All right, bye, Todd.
Take her a bottle of wine.
Give her a big smooch.
Take her some wine. What's his wife's name? Gwen?
Gwen.
Yeah.
Gwen says you just better bring back some money.
Yeah, really.
Bring me back some money.
And your wife's name is Roberta, right?
That's correct.
See, I remember.
She's the love of my life. You wouldn't want to make me a cup of coffee and bring me a donut, would you?
I want a donut.
I want a donut.
A donut?
I need an IV of coffee right now.
My son finally got out of bed, and he came in here with a Pop-Tart and a glass of milk, and I said, you wouldn't want to make me a cup of coffee and bring me a donut.
Be better.
Yeah, I was ready to kill my dog last night. My son It was like 1:30 in the morning. And for some reason, I don't know what it is, but now when you play a video on Facebook or something, it scares her. I don't know if it's a frequency thing hurt her ears or what. But the TV doesn't bother her. And she comes running and scratching on the bedroom door, and then she's running around the bedroom. She jumps up on the bed, and then she wouldn't lay down. Then she back. I'm like, okay. So I finally get up. And I said, here, take it, whatever. So I get up, I come out here in the living room. Well, my son's out here. We got that big sectional. And he's out here snoring and rattling the windows. And he makes a sound. It sounds like the mating call of the humpback whale. It's like, whoa. I'm like, what the hell? And he's making these weird noise like, I was like, what the? I was like, oh my God.
Jacques Cousteau sleeping. Talking with the dolphin.
Was he alone?
I thought of Dory. Hello. Oh my God. So I thought I said, oh, the hell with this. So I turned the TV on and turned it up real loud. He wakes up. He's like, what are you doing? I'm like, well, I can't hear the TV over you. There, you're underwater exploration. Oh, God. I finally fell asleep about 4:30 this morning.
Oh my goodness.
Mm-mm.
And then the dogs come wake me up because they're hungry. I'm like, oh, you little shits. Go away.
Go away.
And Tanner, he's one, he'll come sit right next to me and he'll sit there and smack me until I wake up. Like, God. Well, I can't be mad at you. You didn't do it. I said your sister did it.
I sold a pair of nightmare slippers.
Oh, did you knock a pair off?
Yeah, $10.
What were they, Sally's or Jack's?
Jack's.
I got the Sally's, and I did sell a Sally doll though yesterday or the day before.
I sold a pair of Sally's too, but I'm waiting on payment for those, and these sold.
I have those slippers because Valerie sent them to me. Texas Valerie did.
I need to sit down and watch that movie one day.
Nightmare Before Christmas.
Oh, it's so good.
It is. Even I like it.
Huh?
I said even I like it.
What was that supposed to mean?
I didn't think I would because of I don't know. I love Tim Burton. But I didn't know if I'd like it or not, and I actually loved it. My daughter,
You have a bunch of cables around here if you look under Sasha's bed.
Did you just say under his bed?
Okay, then.
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot to unmute this thing. He's looking for a cable for his phone. And I'm like, look under Sasha's bed. There's a box full of cables under there. I'll get out of every bed. I'll get 5 or 6 cables and the plugs and all that kind of stuff. So I just throw them in a box because I know we're going to need them sooner or later.
Yep, that's what I do. I have a box full of cables, all different plugs, and I know Kathy does too.
Yeah, I got about 4 totes full.
Yep.
Look at you, bought me a chocolate one with sprinkles. Yeah, I'm gonna have to gloat now.
Dang it!
Tom, have you bought any more units lately?
No, I'm gonna wait till after Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. I've got to get rid of some of this crap that I got around here, and that's what I'm gonna be doing for days.
Yeah, we've heard that before.
Yeah.
We've said that before.
Okay. Hi, Nikki.
Hi, Nikki.
Hey, Nikki.
I want to buy 100 next year.
You're gonna buy 100 units next year?
I want to buy 100 units next year.
I want to ask Kathy, how far of a drive is it from you to Nashville? Because I see you buy those units up in Nashville.
It's about 3.5 hours, depending on if I have to stay on east or west side.
Oh, wow. Well, that ain't bad.
No, it's not real
you're that close to there.
bad. Yeah, I won't go over 4 hours. I refuse.
How far are you going to be away from Nashville, Laura?
I think about an hour and a half.
Oh, you're not far at all.
Well, there's going to be some good videos there. Reseller women go wild. Kathy and Tara going out to an auction together, fighting it out.
Yeah, we'll throw down and have a fist fight.
That's right, girl.
Jim,
you know, you can just buy that box. No, I don't care. Anybody can bid against me. You just got to outbid me. We went to an auction this weekend, and these people there. We go to a lot of the indoor auctions. This one was on site because I wanted to watch this one thing. Anyway, this guy goes, "Oh, you guys are here now. I won't be able to buy anything." Oh, I'm like, I don't think we're like that, but whatever. And all you got to do is outbid us.
Well, you got to bid one bid above me and you own it.
Yeah. Almost bought a cleat track, Nikki.
Huh?
I almost bought a cleat track.
Oh, cool. Oh,
but I didn't buy it anyway.
Yeah, not cool.
I owned it for, I don't know, 2 minutes.
Oh. What happened?
I got outbid on it. I only wanted to go to a certain number, and he outbid me, and I let it go.
Did you say she chickened out? That's not right.
Yeah, he's the one. He's like, nah, I think that one's too small anyway.
It was weak. It was too small. I would be embarrassed on it.
Yeah.
Oh, we've had people, because we'll travel, 2 hours, 2.5 hours for an auction. And we've had people say, why don't tell the auctioneer, why don't they just go? And then they ask us, don't you have auctions near you? Why do you don't you have auctions around you?
We this place, they set it up, it was on site. They said this guy had this pole barn garage. So they set these trailers, just piled all of his crap on top of these trailers. So it wasn't laid out. I wish it had been outside. It wasn't laid out. You couldn't see the stuff very well, whatever. So I walk up there. They had a mantle clock come up. So I just went, because I didn't see it on the trailer. And I don't like to touch stuff really when the auction's going on, because it keys people up to it. But anyway, so I go up there, I look at this mantle clock. After I set it down, I had 7 people go up there and look at that mantle clock, and they're all other people that are trying to resell, I'm just like, I bid it up. Somebody else got it. I'm like, well, whatever. But yeah, I don't even like to touch stuff, because they just, at this particular crew, they watch me too close now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like to. I won't even, even during the previews, I very rarely will pick something up and look at. I'll kind of glance and,
Yeah, I'll look at something else. I'll pick some other stupid item that is not worth anything, and I'll pick that up, and I'll overstudy it and look at it and be like, oh, and then I'm not kidding you. It's insane.
And then you laugh while somebody bids the crap out of it, and they aren't you bid?
I noticed that things that people don't even look at, and then all of a sudden, if they notice me buying that type of thing all the time, they'll start buying it.
Mm-hmm. Don't you have your own brain?
And then when we go to tractor equipment auctions and stuff, we get that whole, great, you're not gonna buy nothing,
Yeah.
Well, I got a price just like anybody else. So
once it goes over that.
Yeah.
At that one auction that we went to, and that guy was like, God, can't you leave any tractors for somebody else? Go ahead and bid. You all bidding me. You gotta just go and buy all the fucking tractors? Yeah, we do. Because they're the right price,
Yeah.
I was accused of helping the auctioneer of bidding up vans one time. This one, because this guy and I would get into a bidding war, and then all of a sudden I would stop because I had reached my max.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And we did that about 4 times. And he said, "You're just helping the auctioneer bid up the prices." I'm like, no. That's all I'm willing to pay on all these different bands.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I only bid to a number. In my head. I don't bid really against a person or anything. I'm only going to a number that I have in my mind where I think I can get it for a good deal, or I can make a profit on it.
Yeah. Right. And that's the way to do it, or you'll get caught up in.
Oh, you will.
Yeah, there's I'm not gonna play a game of trying to dump stuff on people or get them to bid too much for stuff, because that's a you can get burnt on that game a lot, you know.
Wait.
Mm-hmm.
I did have one guy at the auction that would follow me everywhere during preview. I mean, anything I would look at, he would have to look at. He was right behind me. So I started just picking up crap. And I would be like, ooh, this is really nice. I'll look at it, and then I'll take my notepad and I'll write like $50 or $25. And then I watch him bid it up to that much, and then he gets it.
Yeah.
Follow me all over the place.
You know,
yeah, people will watch the regulars and see what they're bidding on. Just because they think that you're keyed up to something that they're not. And, yeah.
If I see a flat and I want to look at something, you know, usually they have the beer flats laid out real close to each other. So what you do is you step to the next flat and pick up something just like Bridget said, just something stupid and worthless, and hold it and really observe it like it's really something. But with but beyond it, be looking at the thing you really want to examine without picking it up. That way you can take a really good look at the stuff you want and not have them not know what you're looking at. So you pick up something else as a decoy, because otherwise if they see you pick it up and look at it, they'll be bidding against you, because they figure you know something they don't.
They're all over you.
Or then there's those other ones that will sit and look at stuff and they'll be like, oh, this is just a bunch of junk. Oh, this is junk. Oh, look at all this problems with this and blah, blah, blah.
Then they bid
the crap up.
Yeah, I never listen to that.
I know.
Yeah.
If there's
happens a lot.
Any auction where there's a vehicle
and RVs and stuff, it happens a lot.
You always see that guy walk around. Oh, it needs new leaf springs. Oh, yeah, these have head gasket problems. There'll be all this stuff. And then as soon as it comes up and you bid on it, that jackass is right there bidding against you.
Yeah. Jim did that with an outboard motor and an estate sale. Guys, they're trying, because they had it marked for like $150. And it was a good one. I came to this estate sale to buy it because I needed to pay a bill. And I knew what I could sell it for. So this guy's like, oh, geez, look, you can't pull the recall. I'll give you $20 for it. Jim walks up to it because you could kick the prop and you know it ain't seized. He's like, this ain't seized. This ain't seized. He goes, oh, shoot, I'll give you $75 for it. And the guy gets all huffy and walks away, you know? So he's like, he goes, yeah, that guy was really pulling. He goes, but the guy running the state sale goes, will you give me $75 for it? Damn right. It's a $400 motor. I'll give you $75.
And I didn't say I will give you $75. I'd say I'd give you at least $75 for it, because the guy was offering, because it was too early to take offers yet. So I didn't think the guy would take my offer. But then when the guy walked away, he was like, oh, yeah, I like this guy. He goes, hey, would you give me the $75? And he took it. It was awesome.
Yeah.
It was only like 15 minutes into the estate sale.
Yeah, because their first hour at this estate sale company, they don't drop their prices at all or take offers.
That was awesome.
But I've gotten to be friends with her, so she actually treats me pretty good now. I'll be sorry. Actually, she's one I'll be sorry I won't live around here anymore.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I went to a flea market, a yard sale one time, and they had they were selling, one of these heavy duty wagons, like you'll see people loading their tackle in it, pulling it down to the beach, or those kind. It's got the little wood slats on the side. It's a heavy duty one. Well, this guy had one, and I was walking towards it, and this other guy walked over, and he says, "How much you want for that?" And he said, $30. And the guy started going, well, I don't know. That's a lot. Well, I had looked at one a couple of days before with my neighbor because he was looking for another one. And they were wanting like $75 for it. So I told the guy, I said, well, if he doesn't buy it for $30, I'll buy it. And the guy that had said that was too much, he turned around and looked at me like, won't you shut the hell up? And I'm thinking, no, I'll get it for $30, and I'll take it over to Herman, and he'll give me my $30 back because I don't really need one.
Yeah.
And but the guy ended up buying it for the $30.
I was at that estate sale company. This was a couple of years ago, Jim with the Outboard. I was at one this summer, and they had a antique wall clock, a Sessions key wine, with the reverse painting on the bottom glass of like a ship on water. But it had some damage to that painting on that inside of that reverse glass. Guys, and she had it like for $100. It's the second day. this guy comes, and I know he sells at the flea market. I've seen him. He goes, well, I can only give you $10 for it. And I happen to be standing right there. I'm like, well, shoot, I'll give you 25 for it. I mean, if looks could have killed, laser beams would have shot out of his head. So then he's like, oh, well, then she can have it. She can have it. He makes this big deal. So because he doesn't want me to hear. So then he goes to the lady, the worker of the estate sale, goes, well, I'll give you 25 too. So the lady says that to the lady that runs the estate sale. And she looks at me and I go, okay, I'll do 30. She goes, good, sold. Tell the guy it's sold. Anyway. Oh man, that guy still gives me a dirty look because I see him like at the flea market or sometimes auctions. I mean, he gives me a real shitty look. He'll probably kill me one day.
Sometimes if you see something that you want, you need to go ahead and, you might need to go ahead and get it, because if you don't, like in that case, I was willing to spend $30 for it because I knew how much the new one cost, and this one looked like it was brand new, and I was willing to pay the $30 for it because if I would have used it if Herman hadn't wanted it, but I knew Herman was like my neighbor was looking for one.
I'll use this as an example. Oh, sorry, Tom. Go ahead.
There's more to this.
Go.
No, I want to hear how the story ends.
I want to say this. All I'm going to say is that guy, we all want to make the most amount of money as possible, but put in a fair offer. Don't be a super cheapskate at $10 because if he'd offered $25 or $30, I wouldn't have said a word because there wasn't enough profit over that for me to buy it because it had that damage on it. So sometimes when you try to be the super cheapskate, you're going to have somebody like me that's going to be standing in proximity who's just going to pipe up and say, hey, I'll give you this.
I want to hear about Tom versus friend.
Okay.
Oh, well, anyway, I didn't know. This wasn't my friend that I was bidding against. I was buying it for my friend, or not bidding against. Okay. But the guy, he was just like, God, what an asshole. And I'm like, look, dude, it was a bargain. It was a bargain, even if I hadn't had somebody for it, because I knew they were, $70, $75. But that's not the first time I run across that. Guys, I know I'm the sweetest. Y'all think I'm the sweetest guy on the face of the earth, but I can really be an asshole I need to be, or I want to be.
Well,
excuse me. I can be a real poopy head, as Tara said.
I mean,
Tom will cut you.
If you're sourcing, you're a predator. And predators, I mean, you can be a nice predator. I mean, you can be a nice tiger and people can pet you. But when it comes time to eat, you're going to eat that baby goat. That's what you do.
Right.
No, you're right. You're right.
And sometimes you're not sourcing. You're just looking for something for your house or your shop or your yard, like a giant concrete chicken or something.
Oh only for Nikki.
If it's $100, that's what cost you $300 in Florida. You'll go ahead and spend say, I'll give you the $100 while somebody's over here kicking up dirt, going, well, I'll give you 25 for it because they're trying to resell it. But you want it for your animal collection, and you're willing to spend $100.
Right. Yeah.
So it's not always the reselling capable, the part of it. Because I bet you if Bridget sees something with Mickey Mouse on it, she wants it, she's going to have it.
I've done it. They had one of these auctions. They had it was brand new in the box. It was a big wooden bench for like your deck or patio or whatever, and it has Mickey Mouse cutouts on the wood. So it came from like the Disney store or something. They found that in the back of the garage. It's towards the end of the auction, and they dragged it out. And Chris goes, "Oh man!" He just looked the other way. We started bidding. It was me and this one girl, and we were just bidding against each other. I think I went up to 75. He kept looking at me. Like once it got past 30, every time I would bid, he'd look at me. Every time I'd bid, I wouldn't even look at him. I'm like, "Don't even look at me. This is for me. I will bid it." And I ended up getting it. I got it for 75. So.
Awesome.
Yeah. He goes, "Oh my God, I can't believe." I said, "Well," I said, he goes, "You would have kept going." I said, "Yup, I would have kept going."
But it's not. There's a lot more people that's just buying crap for their house, and they're not resellers.
Yeah.
So you go. Why not ask for top dollar?
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't get it, then you start taking a lesser price.
I love at auctions when they bring two things up. Like they had an end table and then I can't remember. Oh, a stool, like a old wooden stool that you put your feet on, footstool. And this guy and I were bidding back and forth. And I said, wait a minute, is that a plant stand or an end table? And Bernie, the auctioneer, says, oh, that's a plant stand. I said, oh, okay, that's what I thought. And I bid one more time and the guy didn't bid against me. So I won it and I took the footstool. Oh my God, that guy was so mad. The auctioneer looks at him. He goes, "Ha, she got ya." He goes, "That's like an old trick right there."
It's people take this too personal.
Yeah. You can have fun with it because the people that are going to get all mad and have fun with it.
Well, the problem is that these people get so mad, and it's like if something's at an auction, I don't know if you guys have already said this. But if something, unless it's really rare and unusual, but if something's at an auction, 9 times out of 10, you're going to find it again at an auction.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And that's somebody outbids us. I'm like, oh.
People buy it, they bring back to the auction to sell.
Mm-hmm.
They just pick an auction where there's going to be a lot of people for that kind of item, and then they bring it back and resell it,
Right.
So chances are, if it's, unless it's something really, really rare, chances are you're going to see it again at an auction.
Well, and that's what I say to, if we get outbid on something, I say, well, there's other auctions, and some of the items, like we don't have that because we don't go to an auction house. So we don't have it where but you usually see the same item probably somewhere else.
Oh, yeah.
Stuff like before you started doing this, you're like, oh, wow, that's a rare item. That's really cool. And you didn't see it because you weren't reselling. I go to an auction and I'll see it like 50 times in a year. It's like, oh, yeah, it's one of those things,
Back when all the Storage Wars and all those shows started coming out, right after they all came out, you could go to a live storage bin auction and there'd be 100 people there.
Wow.
And prices would go off the track.
Mm-hmm.
And some of the guys that I knew that were big, they were big bin buyers and they had the big box trucks and all that kind of stuff. They would literally get their big the big high beam flashlights. They would get up and get it out and walk back up to the bin and go, "Did I miss something in there?" Because it'd be like $600 or $700, and they had stopped bidding at like $350.
Yeah.
And but he's like, there got to be new people there.
Well, I think you got people watch the show, but they don't have a very good product knowledge for where you can bid to make a product. It's like, and I like the show. I haven't watched it in a while. American Pickers. Look at the amount of attention they've brought to items that, like the antique bicycles. They really increased that market, for reselling that kind of stuff. And you can watch stuff on American Pickers, and if you list it on eBay, you can see the price going up on it at one time.
And Marcel loves that show. He watches it all the time.
Yeah, I haven't been watching TV much. I like it, and I like the early ones where they seem real natural and raw. Now they're getting a little bit too staged.
Yeah.
And they were up here, and they picked a guy up here, and I heard the story. They don't actually drive together like that. All those prices are predetermined before they get to the location, and they act like they're negotiating, but they already know what they're going to pay for the item. And I guess on the day of the shoot, Frank comes in a different vehicle and Mike comes in a different vehicle, and then they do a little bit of filming like they're driving around together and do the pick together. But they don't travel around like they do on the show anyway.
They were gonna come up here one time, and I didn't want my dad to sell anything, but I wanted him to be on the show. And I looked into it, and I thought it'd be cool, Anyways, my dad said, if they come here, I'm getting a gun.
That's Jim, too. Jim's like, no, I don't want them picking around in my shit.
Anyways, what it is you send in photos of what you have. Yeah. And then they'll send somebody out to check it out. And then, that's how they do it. And then they film it. And, it's all pre-staged, all of it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah.
I hate when they do that.
I don't think the earlier ones were they though? Because they seem, like you said, Tara, they seem more.
They were more natural way back earlier. And the one, like the guy that was up here, I mean, this was probably like maybe like 3 or 4 seasons ago. They were in the UP. I forgot the guy's name. Is it Rusty or something like that? Anyway, he comes down to these flea markets and that, and he told us what it was like. Anyway.
Well, Tara, you and Jim need to do one this summer like that with Brandon, and y'all get out in.
Well, yeah, just burst Marcel's bubble.
Yeah. I was like, dang. He'll still
well,
watch
no, but I do like to watch it because they do bring up interesting stuff or rare stuff. I will say, and like I said, you can watch an item that they bring, and maybe not. I don't know if the show's as popular as it was like 5 or 6 years ago, but there was a time where you could watch stuff that they picked. You could go on eBay and see that the prices were going up on it just because it had been on the TV show.
Yeah. He likes them. I think he just likes the stuff that they do find that they don't really find, but whatever they do, it's just kind of like a learning thing, I think, especially doing all these storage units too. It kind of helps.
It got a little ham bony. Like, remember when they got the new van, when they got rid of the Mercedes and they were getting the Ford, and they have like Mike Wolf's brother picks him up because the Mercedes broke down on the side of the road, but he picks him up with his Ford truck, and I'm like, oh my God, it's turning into a commercial. No. Anyway.
Yeah.
It's turning into a commercial.
I didn't care for them after they passed over a steam engine. Guy had a case steam engine. They passed right over it and didn't even look at it. I understand they're not looking for stuff like that, but I mean, that is a huge piece of history. Steam engines like totally changed farming, and it's like, why would you not even talk about that? It just ticked me off. And then tractors and stuff, they don't even pay any attention to. And it's like, why wouldn't you even talk about that? That is totally worthy of being on your show, Ever since then, I was like, I don't want to watch it.
I can't watch that no more.
I like those shows because you do see not necessarily stuff that they buy, but you just see all the crap that people accumulate, and it's just interesting to me.
You'd be interested in my dad's stuff. You wouldn't believe how much that man has.
Have you ever watched, Tom, you would like this on Facebook. It's a Facebook group. It's called like Go Live Auctions. And a couple times, Mike Wolf's brother, Rob, he auctions stuff off on there live on Facebook. I mean, he gets crazy prices for it. And it's just because who he is.
Go Live Auctions.
Yeah, I think you got a request to join it. But anyway, yeah, Robbie he'll do auctions on there. Maybe like once a month or whatever, whenever he has stuff together, and he does a lot of signs and stuff, but boy, he really gets good prices on that Facebook auction. And it's a live feed, they're actually like, running an auction on it.
One more hole to dip all in.
Yeah, and then you can start learning about waffles and everything.
Well, there goes that rabbit hole to Tom.
I know.
Live auctions and waffles. And it ain't the food. It's not a waffle. It's not the food.
Okay.
I went to this thrift store yesterday, and they go to, and hopefully the guy ain't watching, but they go to storage sheds and get storage sheds and put it in this thrift store. They just opened. Anyway, I picked up this platter, a Ceramica platter, it's called, made in Italy, and I got it for $4. I know I'll get at least 25 out of it, but I'm going to shoot for the moon at like 65. Anyways, so the guy says, let me carry this out for you. I said, all right, thanks, and he goes, yeah, this was in the very first auction we got, very first storage shed we got. He said, everything was a fake in there. He goes, look at this, Ceramica. Like, that's really a name. I was like, yeah, that's a name. I'm going to get $65 for that platter. I was thinking, I didn't say anything, but it's like, you idiot.
Oh my gosh, that's funny.
Yeah, because he was like, yeah, they had like purses in there, Gucci purses, but they were like spelt like goatee. And and stuff like this. You know, he goes, look at this ceramica.
Oh boy.
Those are the ones that you love.
He didn't think I knew anything, you know.
Like those Bolivia watches that my jeweler was talking about. Not Bolivar, Bolivia.
Oh yeah, Bolivia.
Oh.
Yeah, I just thought it was funny. He thought it was okay.
That is fun.
That is all.
But it's a huge, huge platter, so I really believe I'm going to get a higher price for it.
Well, that's cool.
But I'm at least banking on 25.
So, Nikki, I was going through my storage unit because I'm almost done listing stuff in there. So I'm towards the end, and I find a mahjong set.
A what?
A mahjong set.
Oh, cool.
From 1969. Everything is there. It's Bakelite.
Oh,
wow. It looks almost brand new.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So I looked it up, and they sell between $250 and $350.
I was going to say, that's probably a pretty good penny. Yeah.
It was in the back of my storage unit. I'm like, hey, I forgot about this.
I do that all the time. Oh, but you know what I did?
What?
I shipped out item late. I hope it makes it there before the due date. Well, anyways, I sold this manual. One of the manuals that I was listing back, you know, a few weeks or a month ago when I was listing all those manuals. So I knew it had to be somewhere close, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I went and I looked in my small storage shed where all the manuals are, and I couldn't find it. I was like, what the hell? And I was like, did I stick it in a box that was in the truck? So I looked at home, because a bunch of the boxes went home. And I was like, God dang it, I can't find this stupid manual, and I know I had it, you know. Well, yesterday I was looking for something else, and I went into my big storage unit. And look at right there, right front and center on top of a shelf, I had stacked these manuals that I had listed so that I wouldn't lose them in the other storage shed with the other manuals. So here I was trying to be organized, and I ended up screwing myself. Trying to be organized.
Stick to what you know. Sometimes the crazy is better.
Bridget, are you running out of stuff to list?
Well, I'm down to, I think, whatever I had left in my van, which I have 2 Electroluxes. One's in the box. It looks like nobody even used it. And a couple other little boxes of little things. But then I'm at the clothing stage. So, yeah.
So enthusiastically.
That means that you know what that means? You get to go back to auctions now.
Exactly. And I've been looking at them this week.
Like, good God. I'll be glad when I can say that I'm done through my storage unit too.
My wife just texted the rudest thing to me. She said, you know it's supposed to snow this weekend.
I saw that.
No, we don't want no snow.
Yeah, no, because I was watching the Kentucky weather. Yeah, because Jim's going down there tomorrow. I said, well, make sure you leave by like Saturday night because they don't know how it's going to hit. But yeah, it's tracking. They don't know if it's going to affect like central Kentucky or not.
Great, you're bringing it right with you, Tara.
Yeah. No, it's coming from the south. It's coming out of Texas.
Yeah.
My husband wants me to take everything out of the storage shed and list it for $1 auction.
What?
Starting at an auction for $1. He goes, just try it out. He's like, just take everything and just start it at $1 auction, see what you get.
How many things has he listed? Does he do a lot of that?
He don't
I know, that's what I'm saying.
Hey, did you say, sure, I'll do that if you'll get my pole building put up. So when I have to go out and buy more stuff, I'll have some place to put it.
He's like, well, if you sold everything for $1, just think how much money you'd make. He says, and you know some stuff would go higher than $1. I'm like, you're out of your freaking mind. I said, I might as well just take it all down to the auction house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where you bought it from?
Well, a lot of people do that. I do that a lot. I'll take a lot of odds and ends down to the auction house and re-get my money because My auctioneer doesn't charge me for it because he knows the money's going back into the auction.
He knows exactly where it's going.
Well, a lot of times they'll just be like, just hold on to it. I'll spend it at the next auction.
Yeah, Ceramica gel. She said, Nikki, what did the guy call it? Ceramica?
Yeah, Ceramica. It's made in Italy. It's not junk.
Yeah, I'm awful fond of that fragile stuff.
I was gonna say, is that what it's like? It's real colorful, and they do a lot of florals and fruits and stuff.
Yeah.
That's funny.
I stopped at an antique store. What do you call them? Where you have booths that you put your stuff in and they sell it for you.
Yeah.
Like there was a guy walking around and he had his own buggy, like a grocery buggy, and he was filling it up. And what he does is he buys the lady after he left. The lady said he comes down from New Jersey, and he comes down here and he buys a van load of stuff, and then takes it back up to his booth up in New Jersey, and sells it up there.
Yeah.
And but when he comes down here, he brings a van load of stuff, putting his booth here in Charlotte.
Oh.
And he pays the lady's son to come in and dust everything once a week, because it's like every other week's when he's down here. So he'll have to pay her son to come in and dust everything.
Oh, wow.
Or he'll text him and say, hey, put a 20% off everything in the store. So he buys other people's stuff and takes back up there.
Yeah, we've been to auctions here where certain like real big antique auctions, people from New York City and stuff will come down, buy stuff, and then take it back.
We have some people that go to Texas in the wintertime and buy stuff down there, Texas, Mexico, and all that. And then they bring it up here and auction it off.
Yeah.
We have a lady that's summers here. She's from Nebraska. So she goes to all these auctions, buys all this crap up, and then takes it all back to Nebraska to set up in her antique store. I mean, isn't it insane how this stuff travels around?
I know. It is.
Well, it's like eBay,
Yeah.
There's somebody looking for something, and they can't be all over the whole country looking for it.
Mm-hmm.
I've decided that once Tara and Jim get settled, I'm gonna start buying custom vans and taking them up and putting them in their front yard and start going. And I'll take $1,500 for it.
I'm gonna sell that van. I'm gonna move with no van. I'm gonna sell it.
Are you really?
Yeah, I'm really gonna sell that red conversion van. It's getting that Wisconsin rust on it. I'm like, we ain't gonna get nothing for it down there. Let's just sell it up here, and then after we move, I'll just buy something different down there that don't got this Wisconsin rust.
We should sell lottery tickets for it. Like
Yeah, it could be a contest. Who could get the Carrie's van?
You can do it on YouTube.
Yeah, really.
$1 ticket and only 100 tickets will be sold.
Turtle Trader's in her. Hi, Turtle Trader.
I'm going to let Brandon raffle it all for you.
There you go.
There's his time.
I tried to sell it to Nikki, but she wouldn't take it. I thought maybe she'd want a van back. She hasn't had one for a while.
Oh, it is a big one. You can hold a lot of crap.
Yeah, you could really haul a lot of crap around with this one.
And I told my husband about it. He's like, no.
It'd be a nice upgrade to your home.
Yeah.
It's got a cycle in the back.
The high top is good for furniture because you can load taller furniture in it.
Yeah. There you go. Nikki, you should buy it.
The van was my trademark when I first started on here.
Oh.
On Valorie Show.
It's got a TV in it. You could sit in it watching TV. You can make it into a bed. You could just about live right in it.
Yeah, $199 drive.
Woo!
Woo!
And my husband found a van just like mine yesterday. I don't know where, but anyways, he's like, "Here you go, dear." I was like, "Well, I could just go and get Jim and Tara's." I said, "That one's bigger."
I forgot my copy.
Is her van still sitting in the driveway?
I don't know.
Which I trade.
Oh yeah, that's really what we need to do is get a broke down van and drag it back 4 hours to our house. No.
My son used to say, "Where's Miss Nikki's van at?"
I know you should really have a van back because it's your thing, Nikki.
I know.
Oh no, Nikki! If you're starting fresh, get a freaking box truck. Why screw around and get a cube van?
Right.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
I would love a box truck.
Then the little old lady across from us.
What I want is an enclosed trailer. Is what I want.
The lady across the street from her daughter would lose her mind if Nikki was sitting up there every day in a box truck. She's scoping everything out.
Like, oh my God, now she's bringing this.
Can I advertise for a second?
Sure.
I just saw on my YouTube, 10 of Hearts is going to have a show tomorrow on the 5th.
Who's 10 of Hearts?
That's Beth.
Beth.
Oh,
She's one of our new friends.
At what time?
I didn't see the time. It's just tomorrow. Let me go look.
She was in here.
10 of Hearts tomorrow at looks like 9 p.m. Central Time.
What are you eating, Jim?
And then Amelia Sells, don't forget, she does.
Oh yeah, she does. What the heck Wednesdays are?
Yeah. Yeah.
She should do it on Friday and then just change the name a little bit.
Yeah, what the hell?
No, Friday, Kathy.
I was
Friday.
talking nice. What's the farm big news?
I wish somebody would do something like on Saturday. That's when I'm usually home listing, and there's nothing on.
I wish somebody would do something on Tuesday night.
Yeah, I wish somebody
There used to be somebody that did, but we lost
Our
it.
Tuesday
Somebody, you know.
opened up real fast. That would be nice.
I miss doing listed or ditch it.
We miss you doing listed or
I
ditch.
know.
Yeah, we do.
I think everybody should email Nikki tonight and just harass her until she does.
You're welcome.
You keep on confident in her to stand out in a dadgum metal building.
I know it is too cold. I wouldn't do it. I'm sorry.
That's why last winter I was always looking for guests, so I didn't have to go out in the cold.
That's smart.
Like, people, please bring your stuff on.
Just bring your crap, please. Like, I sound like cold. You're freaking cold.
Hey, if you do a listed ditch it jewelry style, I'll bring crap on.
Oh my God! Didn't you see the last one where you and her tried to? Jim's like, "Oh my God, you two are the worst two to talk about jewelry. That sucks."
Y'all are hilarious. I loved it.
And you know
Yeah,
what?
I don't know what this is. I don't know what this is. Oh yeah, look at this. I don't know what this is.
I'm like, oh, look at this pretty marbly look. And Carla, Princess Castle, she's like, is that your word for that, marbly?
We sort of killed that show. Kind of killed the Tuesday night shows.
That was funny. That was good though. I'm sorry. That was funny. I laughed.
I was like, oh, Joy, you got some stuff to show? I think she had that desk. I think she had that stuff on her desk like last winter when we had
for like 6 months. It's been on my desk in a bit. No, I bought it this summer somewhere. Yeah. Oh yeah, sure. I got some jewelry. Here you go.
Sure.
You know what, but I did go through a second half of that jewelry and I found some good stuff.
Oh,
I mean, not like 14 karat gold or anything, but I mean, I found some signed pieces like Monet and Sarah Coventry and stuff like that.
How come whenever I find that stuff, I just don't get that good of money for it? I'll be like, like Trifari, and not just Trifari. I'll get like, I don't know, 10 or 12 bucks for it. Or I got like a Sarah Coventry bird pin, and I looked it up. I'm like, oh great, it's worth like $8.
Anyway, I got good money for that stuff.
I guess.
I don't either. Don't feel bad. I'm just freaking dizzy.
Yeah, I'm like, oh well, here it is. Here's a freaking Trifari or whatever. Oh great, it's worth $9.
Mine's like $3.99. Like,
yeah, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And everybody else like, oh, look, it's
I did it already
sorry.
this morning.
I
Well,
watched
I'm in
one
the
of the
profit on all that jewelry, so.
I watched one of the auctions where they were auctioning off jars of jewelry, and they were going for insane amounts of money. Or to me, they were insane
Like
amounts of
when I
money.
was doing Brandon's lunch, so 7:15.
And I was thinking to myself, if I put together all this crappy
Well, I
jewelry,
guess you just want to give her one to play.
I would feel guilty because I don't know anything about jewelry. That I would be giving people, people be paying $100 for a dadgum jar of crap.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, that was when I was on Dwayne's auction. I had a jewelry jar. And I was like, I have no clue what this stuff is. It could all be crap. It could all be good. I have no clue. And Dwayne's like, you're such a good salesperson. I was like, well, I want to make sure everybody knows that I have no clue what I'm looking at. And then I started showing stuff that was in the jar. He's like, you're showing stuff that's just in the jar? I was like, yeah, because I want people to see what they're getting. I don't want anybody to think that I'm screwing them,
Yeah.
I was like, because I seriously have no clue.
So you don't need that out there.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, Texas Valley, I'm the same way. Everybody says Monet money, but everyone I get's between like $5 and $10. It's like,
Yeah.
I don't get the same fuzzy feeling everybody else does.
Yeah. That's how it seems like everyone I get, it just isn't worth. I mean, if you don't pay anything for it, I mean, yeah, if you pay a quarter for it, you sell it for 10. Yeah, it's really good, but it isn't like, oh wow, anyway.
I don't have that fuzzy feeling.
Yeah.
Man, I want it.
Valerie says everybody says Monet money, but every time I look it up, it's selling for like $8 to $10. I've sold necklaces that were Monet, but not real gold for 20.
The second never get money for them, so.
One for 20, one for 29. So.
And for me, most of that like jewelry, it doesn't seem like it's a real fast mover either.
Trifari is hit and miss. It depends on content, I think. But I mean, it's all of it's so different.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. That's why I'm doing these pop-ups. I need to get rid of this crap.
I'm going to St. Benny's today.
Oh, are you doing pop-ups, Bridget? I didn't see that.
Yeah, I'm doing pop-up sales.
I feel so out of touch with you guys because I haven't been around. I just been so sick lately, and I feel so out of touch.
Yeah, you need to get rid of that shit and get better and
get back
start hanging around us again.
Start doing listed or ditch it again.
Yeah.
Yeah. Come on, Nikki. I'll go underneath my desk.
No.
Oh boy.
Oh, Nikki, you gotta have it now. I want to see what's under the famous desk.
Valerie, what does that mean?
You haven't seen Salary. You haven't seen Sally on Nikki's show, and she just digs stuff out from around her desk and holds it up.
She'll just pull stuff from anywhere. I mean, it's like magic. It just appears.
There was like 3 or 4 months I had this doll just staring at me from underneath my desk. And it was pretty creepy, actually. It was one of those dolls, one of those babies that look like real babies.
Okay.
And so, yeah, it was just staring at me, basically.
Take care of me.
I ended up selling it to Jessica because it had, like, pen marks on the back of its head. And I didn't think I could list it. I couldn't get the pen marks off. I even tried paint thinner, and it wouldn't take it off without taking the freaking hair off of it. So I ended up selling it to Jessica.
Oh Lord.
You got all those motorcycle parts listed?
No.
Yeah, they're all listed, ready to go. She already sold half of them.
Oh, yeah, they're only half gone. No, guys, probably go ahead and buy me another storage locker. No, God, no.
Oh, he'll be buying one.
But we are about at $1.51 per item, and we still have about another 1,000 plus items to count.
Awesome, Kathy.
Yeah,
So you're gonna have like 10 cents in each one of them.
I'm hoping that I'll have money. I'll be in the negative. I was negative 5 cents I paid for it.
Oh, good, Kathy. I'm glad that they approved your knee surgery.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah, good.
Oh, yay. Good deal, Kathy. It's going to be a while. We're listing it slowly, so we got about 5 totes over here still take pictures of.
We got more Kathy's and Valerie's.
I know.
Mm.
But we figured that, if we paid $1 something or less, that's what we didn't even count at the little mopeds in there yet. So, I mean, in the end, we'll pay like $1 something or cheaper for those mopeds.
Mm-hmm.
I'm all about that.
I like that Honda moped.
Yeah.
You got that red and white one. That one's cute.
Yeah, it's that one. I think we had was that an 03 Honda? I think that was, and then the other one's a Baja. We haven't figured out the year yet on that one. The suckers are heavy.
Kathy, you're supposed to say, well, if you like it so much, I'll let you hold it.
Do you know my husband? We have about 10 mopeds. So.
I know, right?
Are you going to take them all to Kentucky with you?
Of course he is.
I say, you won't be that far. You won't be that far to come down and get them if you want to buy them.
Hey,
They're not
Kathy,
that big.
Kathy, Liz has a question for you.
Oh, can you get the titles for the motorcycles? Yes. Yeah, I have to do a lost title or replacement title on it for those. Because he's already had a title on the Honda. We can't find everything on the Baja yet. I'm still looking for all that information. But yeah, I think it's like a lost title or there's some type of title. I just got to go into the DMV and do it.
It's a bonded. I think it's a bonded title, but maybe like your state, it might be easier to get replacement titles on it.
Yeah,
I think you can, like up here, you can get a bonded title, and you just have to put up some money to bond it to make sure there's no liens against it or whatever.
That's how it is here too.
I'm not sure. I know that you can do it because I know the lady at the storage locker that she said that the others that they had to get all the titles for those mopeds. So they're getting those on those. And they usually don't do that with the storage lockers. But she said they had to because they saw the license plate numbers. So which was weird, but I was like, well, okay then. But yeah, I'll get them.
I wonder what happened to the guy they just let all these mopeds go.
I think he went bankrupt because he had a few businesses, and I think this one may have went into bankruptcy. And then once they file the bankruptcy, of course, they can't come pay for it because then the courts are going to want to know why and where that asset stuff is. So they have to let it be and just let it fall behind.
A man in dark sunglasses is going to show up at Kathy's door one day and say, ma'am, you're selling off my crap. We need to have a talk.
I tell him, hey, man, you better give me a couple $1,000s and we can talk. Like quite a few thousand, so you better have some money with you.
Yep.
Because you ain't getting it because I have a good.
They had a case down in Rock Hill. They auctioned off the wrong locker. It's supposed to be say like 2018, and they auctioned off 2019.
Yeah, I seen that.
Oh my God.
People lost apparently when they came back to look in their locker, and it was empty. They lost their minds on it. Cost the storage place a lot of money.
I would imagine.
I would think so too.
Did y'all see and I'm not gonna say anything bad. There was a YouTube video about a guy who does storage lockers where the owner of the storage locker comes up to the guy after the auction and hits him up and gets the guy. He buys the locker for like $500 and then he sells it to the guy for like $1,000. I'd have told that guy, you know what, go pound sand. I mean, you're taking the risk to sell. I mean, you could have $5,000 worth of stuff in there you're gonna sell. I wouldn't have sold it back to him. They're like, you know what, I can't do it.
In there and stuff, and a motorcycle, and
yeah,
I remember that one.
Did you see it? I think it was like last week. I was watching. I'm like, I'd have told that guy, you know what, tough titty.
Yeah, I would have too.
Yeah, he bought it for he ended up making like $700 off the locker when he sold it back to the guy.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, you could have had a lot more money in there than the $700.
Yeah.
I mean, if it's the business you're in, I want to. I mean, yeah, you didn't have to load it or go through it and stuff like that. But I mean, I think I just taken my chances, kept that locker, and went through it.
Yeah.
My question is, why didn't you pay for the damn thing?
And a tractor in it.
Yeah, well, I guess the thing of it is the guy was so far behind. He said he was in jail. He got there late, blah blah blah. But apparently, and I didn't know this, the storage auction company, they won't let the owner of the locker bid on the locker because you're like $3,000 behind in storage fees. They're not going to let you buy that locker back.
Yeah.
It was
So
his,
he had to cut a side deal.
His friend opened a storage unit. Because it was what his friend that he had with him bought one of the storage units, I think.
Yeah, but he didn't get the other one or something like that.
Yeah.
He had kind of a cockamamie story about why
he
he
brought his
couldn't
friend to
do
buy
it.
that storage unit. Yeah.
Yeah.
But he missed it. It went before he got there.
If the way that guy wanted that locker so bad, there was more than $700 worth of profit in that locker.
Yeah, there was something in there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because he didn't even bat an eye when the guy said, "I want." Well, I think he paid him what, $1,200 for it.
Yeah, well, it was $1,000, but then he goes, "Hey, but I got a $200 cleaning deposit, so I want you to pay me that too."
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to look in there first. There would be no way.
No, I would have shut the door, locked it, and said, "Sorry, I can't do it. Have a nice day. Bye."
Yeah, allow me to
I would have walked away. I wouldn't have engaged him or nothing. I'd be like, "Sorry. Yeah, that's against the law here. Ooh, can't do it. Oopsie."
Yeah, it's against the rules. He could have that storage unit could have told him, "Hey, you can't bid on any more auctions here."
That's what I was about to say too. Is that because they circumnavigated the company. I mean, the actual facility. The auctioneer could have said, "Sorry, you're banned."
Yeah, it's like shell bidding.
Yeah.
Yep.
The auction company could think you were in cahoots with the owner of the locker. You know what I mean? Even though he didn't know the guy, but I don't know. I wouldn't have did it.
Yeah.
You're just vicious, Tara.
I would.
I'm not vicious, but god dang it, I like to try to make money. I don't sell stuff at auction. If it's something stupid like a hose or something I don't want, that ain't worth selling on eBay, but I'll get people hit me up, "Oh yeah, will you sell that?" I'm like, "No, I don't think so. No, I want that."
Well, I just want that one thing in the box. I said, "Well, that's what I bought the box for."
Yep, I say that all the time. Well, that's what I bought it for.
That's why I don't talk to people at auctions, though. Honestly, not to be rude. It's just because I don't want to get put in that position.
Well,
and when you are too friendly, that's the position you get put in.
Well, even people that you don't know, that you've never seen at an auction before, will come up to you and
That's why I don't look at them or anything, because it gets harder for them to initiate contact if you don't look at them or acknowledge them. Or
yeah, they'll put their hand on your shoulder and then kneel down next to your chair and start asking questions. I'm like, get away from me.
Yes.
No. Concentrate.
Hi, Summer. Just start yelling, "Bad touch, bad touch."
Stranger danger.
Yeah, and then freaking Chris will say, "Oh, I don't know. Talk to her. Thanks."
I've actually had them do it while I'm in the process of bidding on stuff. I'm like, are you dim-witted or what the hell's wrong with you? Why would you walk up on someone you can see I'm in the process of bidding on something, asking me about some box lot I bought three bids ago.
Yeah, I've ignored
it. One time there was this auction at my neighbor's house, a few houses down on the road. And I decided to have a rummage sale that day too, to see if I could get some of the people from the auction, And my daughter was going to work the rummage sale, and I was going down to the auction. Well, I ended up going down to the auction late and trying to get this set up with my daughter. Well, anyway, my husband goes, well, he went down there early to help set up and stuff for him. And because it was our friend's auction, the auctioneer. Anyways, I get there, he's got just the whole driveway just full of boxes. And he goes, "I got all this for you, dear." And he actually got some really good stuff. And he's like, "I've been selling stuff left and right out of these boxes." He says, "I've already made double what we spent." And I'm like, oh my God, what the hell have you been selling out of these boxes? You haven't filled the boxes. There's some really good stuff in there. I'm just imagining what he was selling out of those boxes. You know, the stuff that was left over was so good.
That's funny. He was trying to do so well.
He thought he did so good. He was so proud of himself. I was like,
you better watch out. Gary will probably be doing that crap at your storage unit. You'll be coming home and you'll have crap pulled right out of the storage unit, throwing that out of the boxes.
What are you doing? That's funny.
Everything $1.
$1. $1.
you should just auction them off. I don't think you can do that though, can you?
Do what? Auction your husband off?
Yeah. No,
I think that's illegal.
No, I think you can do it.
Sure, you could. We could try.
I think about the time the Emancipation Proclamation went through, all of that selling your husband was put to bed.
I think there's a loophole.
Oh, the nice, even the nice shelf my husband built me. Get it all. Including the paint machines. One low price.
Oh, you still have those paint machines?
Oh my God, yeah, those paint machines. Man. Well, the thing is that, okay, so I found out that it was water-based paint, so they're going to be easy to clean.
Mm-hmm.
And if I would have sold it right away, I could have sold that paint, because that tint, I guess, is really expensive that's in there, but I never got it. But anyways, they'd be really easy to clean because it's all water-based paint, wipes right off with water.
Right.
Well, anyways, I have no clue how to get them apart.
Oh.
There's a big, huge, I mean, because they're really heavy. And then there's this big plate underneath that my husband said I would probably have to take off in order to find the bolts to take the other pieces off. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, you know, I mean, how the hell am I going to do this? I mean, I got to have somebody that can lift these things, first of all. And then I got to have a place to set them that I can work on them to get these plates underneath off. And then I'll be able to take because each canister on there, and there's probably like 10 canisters on each one, 10 or 12, each canister is worth $50. But
where does Gary work on his other projects? Does Gary have a heated area where he can work on stuff so where he can take those off for you?
No, because I have it full. I keep hearing about this. Well, I'd get more done if I had a frickin' garage. I said, well, you'd have a frickin' garage if you put my building up.
Do you have
I'm gonna go through that garage and get all your projects done so you can sell them.
Yeah.
Do you have the building laying in your yard, Nikki?
Yeah, I have the building in my yard. It is literally laying in my yard, waiting to be put up.
Okay.
And it's only going to take less than 4 hours. He was like, me and Pumpkin can put this up in less than 4 hours.
Well, I don't know about you, Nikki, but we got 6 inches of white stuff, so we can't see nothing in our yard anymore. It's awesome.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that's true.
It looks nice like the neighbors.
Well, that's like now he's like, yeah, what do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? Put a slab down here in the middle of winter? I'm like, well, you had all summer.
No, I wanted you to put a slab down there in the middle of summer.
Like,
hey, it's called chlorine.
Slab down. Just put a goddamn wood floor in there. I don't give a shit. Just get the thing up. I'll keep the books and stuff somewhere else. I don't care. I just want something for all my hard goods.
Mm-hmm. Oh my God.
And there's a lot of stuff that I can just have in an unheated building that, well, all my stuff in the storage sheds.
Right.
I can have it all in there, you know, it doesn't matter, you know. But that's a project for another day. That's our subject on my house.
I wish I had a yard big enough to put a building in.
I know, me too.
I got 25 acres. I can put up tons of buildings.
We're building. Oh no, she's in cold. Never mind. She's too cold. I was gonna say, we build a house up there.
Would you call these marquee letters? They're from WMG company, and
pretty.
yeah, it's I have all the letters to peace.
There you go, Kathy.
I don't think I'd call them marquee letters. I think I just call them they're wall letters or whatever. For inside a house.
Is it like
they're like to go on a mantle.
Right. They're not marquee.
Yeah.
They're not
Marquee
marquee.
would be for a sign.
Okay.
Show them again. Let me see.
Those would be home decorative.
Yeah. Those
Wall
are just
decorative.
letters.
But they're pretty.
What's another word for something that doesn't really do it? Oh yeah, accent piece. It's an accent.
My husband knows that.
Christmas time. So get them up there, Sally. Hurry.
I know. I'm doing it right now.
Valerie, a building you can put up in 4 hours, I wouldn't want to be around first strong wind that comes through. No, it's what it is it's a versatile building, so it's not hard to put it up, is what we mean. It's not like it's flimsy. It's a versatile building. They're just easy to put up.
I'll buy that building off of you, Nikki.
No.
I think we've had this discussion before, haven't we?
My husband won't allow my nephews
for the man.
My husband won't allow my nephews to come and do his project. He'd be ticked if I called anybody over to do it.
I'd just call somebody and say, well, you had your chance.
Yeah.
As I've said once, twice, 3 times before. Her daughter's got that big empty basement that's nothing in. I don't know why she's sitting in their driveway every day. She doesn't just move her crap up there.
I want to get a goddamn building in town so I can start my other business, but
well, if you get the building up, look at the amount of money you'd save in those storage unit rentals.
Well, I know. I spend $150 a month on storage units.
In a year, I mean, you know.
Yeah. I know.
How is this?
I knew I was going to be more hungry.
I know all this. Gary knows all this. It's just waiting for him to do it. This was the guy who they asked for him a quote for the yearbook when he was in high school, and he was like, "Why do today what you can put off till tomorrow?"
Well, I guess you knew what you were getting into then.
I guess. Well, I didn't know him then, but it was after we were married he told me he did that. I miss those 10 to 11. Did it get quiet all of a sudden?
Yeah.
Oh. Just want to make sure I didn't lose anybody. Oh, Rich,
Where are you driving to?
you should see what I have. I'm just parked alongside the road right now.
Oh, it sounds like you're moving.
Yeah, I just started my truck because it was getting cold.
Oh.
That's what I bought yesterday, Bridget. Turned my camera on. I was looking at the chat. He said,
Oh.
Bridget. Bridget, where is
She
She's-
got her mic's up.
She's on the phone.
Hello. Yes.
she?
Oh my gosh, how cute.
Cute.
Aww.
He's a little dingy looking, but he's a play school. He looks a little older.
How cute.
Red Pants Mickey, 7130. I don't know. He looked a little older to me, I thought.
He is cute.
A little dingy.
Bridget
Yeah, he's
says
adorable.
7130. Oh, that was made in 1997.
No.
That was
It had a retail price.
70130, Tom. Nice try.
My point was that you throw a daggum Disney product number out there, and she probably can give you the year it was manufactured, how much it sold for.
I'll be right back.
I actually might keep him. He is adorable. Yeah, he worth something.
I better go out and get some milk and bread. Because there won't be any, since they've announced on the radio that there's going to be snow this weekend, you won't be able to find either that milk, bread, or beer.
There you go. You better stock up.
Huh. I really thought he'd be worth something. I thought he was like an older Mickey. He looked kind of older, like his face looked older.
I gotta run out.
Somebody sold one for $10. $10 free shipping at that.
I got a
Hey,
it's on
Valerie.
auction right now. I got a Balto plush stuffed animal, and I got a bid of $70 on it.
Nice.
Good job.
Hi, Valerie. She must be back from her bag sale.
Yeah, it's my fault because I encouraged her last night.
Valerie, you spelled Valerie's name wrong.
What do you mean?
That's confusing.
Wait, what?
How did she spell it wrong?
Hey, Valerie.
My sister Valerie spelled Texas Valerie's name wrong.
Oh, I thought you meant
Oh, she spelled it like her name.
Yeah.
Valerie, do you want me to close this down so you can do a haul? Because I can close this down and then jump over to yours.
Right, come on. No, I just gave you a whole bunch of
I just love this Mickey. I don't even really like Mickey that much.
Oh, come on. We want to see what you got.
I got a couple of these for my tree too. Well, the tree I ain't putting up. But I thought they were pretty. Am I on? Yeah. See?
Oh, yeah.
That was pretty.
Yeah, they are.
Just antique.
Homemade ones, but
You see my tree back there?
you know what it is. Yeah.
My daughter put mine up for me.
Maybe I'll hang them on my dad's tree.
Well, this tree's listed, so.
Oh, that's pretty.
You have your Christmas trees listed as a regular tree?
It's a plastic or artificial, yeah.
Artificial tree. I just sold my aluminum tree a couple days ago.
I got this one too.
There's room, Valerie.
Well, those are pretty.
Yeah, it's just it's cheap
cool.
and it's probably about 6 years old, but
Did you make those, Nikki?
No, I bought them.
Those are pretty.
I bought them for 10 cents.
Oh, that's a lot of work right there.
Yeah. Pretty. I'm gonna put them on my dad's tree.
I'm not even putting up a tree.
Yeah, I'm not putting up a tree this year.
That's the first time in a long time I haven't put up a tree.
I know last year I didn't put up a tree either. Like, you didn't put up a tree. Like, you go get it.
Are you going to Kentucky for Christmas, Tara?
Probably. I have a ceramic tree that I chipped. I'll probably set that up in Kentucky and we'll just look at the ceramic tree.
Good idea.
All my ornaments are packed up.
Right.
So, and they're packed in stuff right now, so I can't like get to them really easy, you know.
Thanks for reminding me about that because I listed that ceramic tree after you mentioned it and it sold.
Oh, there you go.
I'm like, oh yeah, I have one of those in the storage unit. I gotta grab that.
I tried to get in contact with my cousin. She inherited her mother's ceramic shop. To see if they still had the molds for those things, because they would pour the like 3 different sizes, and they would pour them all, either in regular greenware, whatever they call it.
Yeah.
And they would be porcelain ones too. And they live in Summerville, South Carolina, which is right there by Charleston. And those porcelain ones that were like 2 feet, 3 feet tall, they would go like for $3,000 and $4,000.
Wow.
I said those are some prickly balls. Yeah, I remember my grandma making those too. They're just pretty. I think they're so pretty.
You know, back in the 70s, everybody did.
I'll probably just go put them on my dad's tree. I remember one year, I don't remember why. Oh, our Christmas decorations had gotten lost in our move. We moved from up here to southern Minnesota, and or from southern Minnesota up to here, excuse me. And our Christmas decorations somehow ended up getting lost in the move, and we had like no Christmas decorations, like hardly at all. Well, anyways, we got a tree from like my dad or something, but money was real tight that year. So I said, well, let's make decorations. And we strung popcorn and everything. We had some lights, but most of our ornaments were gone. And anyways, we strung popcorn. Oh my God, is that a pain in the ass? But we strung popcorn, and the kids, they were little, and we made ornaments for the tree. That had to have been the most beautiful tree we have ever had.
Oh yeah,
it was so pretty.
I'd like to do a
that
old-fashioned Christmas like that.
Popcorn on a Christmas tree just looked gorgeous. That white popcorn on that green Christmas tree, it just looks so nice. And yeah, the second one of the other prettiest trees we ever had. Gary was real sick that year, and that was when we found out about this autoimmune disease he had, and he was very sick. He was in and out of the hospital and everything that year, and he couldn't cut down a tree. Anyways, I don't remember what was wrong with me, why I didn't go cut a tree down. But anyways, my daughter, when she just says, I'm going outside to play. And she went outside and she got a freaking hacksaw. And she went and cut down a tree out in the woods with a hacksaw. What?
Nox over there stripping.
You guys are rude.
I had to put her on close up to make sure she didn't show her tatas.
Oh, you know I wouldn't do that. It has to be Mardi Gras, or I have to be really drunk. And I'm not either, and it's not either. So
poor Nikki's trying to tell us her story, and Valerie's over there in the corner stripping.
I'm sorry.
Happy Christmas story.
Heartwarming Christmas story, and y'all just ignored me.
No, we didn't. I heard every word of it.
Well, she knows I need subscribers. So she's
just don't ask me to repeat it, because I can tell you.
Yeah, listen. Anyways, Brandy went out without telling anybody and went out and cut down a Christmas tree with a hacksaw.
Uh-oh.
By herself. I think she was in junior high at the time.
Oh,
she took it upon herself. She went out there, found her. I mean, it had to have been the ugliest Christmas tree, but it was just beautiful because she went out there and did it herself because she didn't want to not have a Christmas tree that year, and Daddy was sick, so I thought that was sweet. Nice, heartwarming Christmas story. Y'all just laugh at.
We're laughing.
No,
that could be a Hallmark Christmas movie.
That's a sweet story.
It could have been on Hallmark. You never know.
That's right.
I should sell that story to Hallmark.
Yep,
you could.
Call it the year without a tree.
Yeah.
So, can you guess what I got at the thrift store?
Clothes.
Well, that's apparent.
Well, you didn't specify.
I cleaned out. Wow. I look like wow.
You look like you got into a bar fight.
I know, right?
That's what happens when you fight over those damn clothes.
I know.
Oh, goodness.
I'm down today.
I was the first one there, and there was people that were coming around and pulling up. So I was out in the cold and the snow for a half an hour before it opened. But I scored on a desk. I got a wooden. It's a wooden oak desk, and it's small, but it'll work for to replace that desk that's basically falling down.
Yeah,
I mean, it is. I'm basically holding it up by two boards. So we're gonna replace that. But yeah, I mean, I found some ink. It's not like HP or anything like that. I think it's more for like a specific printer. But I probably got about 50 cartridges.
Wow.
Oh, cool.
So we'll see how those do. And then got some jewelry. What else did I get? Got a couple of pairs of shoes, and then the rest clothing. But I just went in there and just started clearing the racks, and that works out really well. So
awesome.
Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely getting looks. Definitely, I mean, people are just, it's like 10 minutes since I've been in there, and my cart is completely overflowing.
They must think you're a hoarder or something.
Oh yeah.
I just tell people I have a really big family.
Some guy came in and said, "So are you moving in or are you moving out?" And I said, "What do you mean?" And he goes, "Well, you got all these clothes. What are you doing?" And I said, "I bought all this stuff." Oh, okay.
Well, okay then.
So I don't know. It's like it's any of his business, but But people just get nosy. They get nosy, and they,
I just tell people I have a really big family, or I have a lot of kids.
Yeah. And this one lady, she seen me clearing the racks, and so she moves over there real quick, and she starts grabbing stuff, not from me, but she starts grabbing stuff too, just pulling stuff off the racks too. And I'm like, I don't care.
I don't care. I got plenty. You should see what's coming in the mail for me.
Whatever you want to do.
Okay, here's the question. How much? How many pounds?
Well, they don't go by the pounds. They go by the bags, and I got 12 bags. 12 bags of stuff. So,
how big are the bags?
12 IKEA bags or 12 normal bags?
12 paper bags.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's how they do ours too. Paper bags.
Yeah.
Yeah, but sometimes you put some in IKEA bags afterwards, so I didn't know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I got six IKEA bags.
Oh, okay.
So
wow.
Awesome.
Did you get to the IKEA store when you were in Charlotte?
I did not. I refuse to go there. I refuse to go to a store and be herded around like cattle. I have never been, and I probably won't ever go.
Well, you don't have to stop because the bags are at the very end of the store, so you just get in there and just start walking.
Yeah.
What do you mean they herd you around like cattle? I've never been to an IKEA
I've
store
never been to one either.
I from what I've heard, they like
it's
they have
maze.
Yeah, it's like everything's sectioned off, and you're like walking down these aisles like you're freaking zombies or something. No, no, thank you.
Wait, they tell you what direction you have to go in?
Yeah.
Really?
I'm here to buy a chair. No, you will buy a desk. Go to the desk area.
The sofas and stuff are in the very beginning.
Yeah.
And then you have to walk through the
That's what
rest of the
happens.
store to get to checkout to pay for it.
That's what happens when the socialists take over. They tell you what to buy and where to buy it.
But I mean, I had a good morning. It was good.
Good.
I was really looking for a George Foreman. I don't have one.
What?
And
oh my God, I got like 10.
I was gonna say, let us look in our storage for you. We'll find some.
You know people, right?
But I want
got
one
like
of these.
5 of them I've been trying to get rid of.
I want one of those the small ones. I don't want like they had a huge one. But
How many do you want?
I just want one.
So I can give you like 5.
I think she wants like a baby George.
I was gonna say,
that's fine. I've got one.
Gotta have one.
If you go to auctions, when you buy box lots, you get George Foreman grills.
Oh yeah, you do.
Yeah.
You want one of the little small ones, like you can put 2 burgers on.
Yeah.
Or a couple pork chops. One of the little tiny.
Oh yeah.
Yep. That's exactly.
See, Texas Val says you can have hers.
But if y'all want to let me know what the price is and the shipping, and I'll send you the money for it. Whoever wants to send me one.
Well, I might only have one in mind. So if Nikki has multiples and wants to get rid of them,
yeah, I know Nikki.
I do. I'll send you one.
Remember, there's no shipping tomorrow.
Yep, remember.
That's right.
Tomorrow? What's tomorrow?
Day of
Day of mourning for President Bush.
What?
National Day of Mourning.
President Bush died.
Yeah, I know.
It's a
I
day
didn't
of
know
mourning
that.
for him.
It's
a federal holiday.
The old guy.
Yeah.
The old one, not the son.
Barbara's husband.
Yeah.
He just died in when? April?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I knew that was gonna happen.
Oh, yeah, I think, but April of last year, I think. April is.
Yeah, it's been a little bit since she
I thought
passed.
I thought I saw it come up that it was 17, but maybe I'm not.
When did George die?
This weekend, I think. I think it was
Saturday, maybe.
Yeah, I think Friday or Saturday or something like that.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
So
tomorrow is gonna be like a holiday.
Yeah.
All the federal offices are closed.
No mailing.
Oh.
Do you think that I wonder if will the bank be open tomorrow?
No.
Nope.
Really?
I don't think
I gotta
so.
go get some money out. I might go get some money out today.
So it's like federal?
Yes, all federal buildings. Like Wall Street, the stock market, all that stuff.
The local courthouse, the post office.
Yeah.
Oh.
So
no, it's federal. I don't know about state.
About what?
I said I don't know about that's federal. That's mandated by the president. I don't know.
Maybe I won't. Sorry.
I don't know about the state or local. All I know is they better pick up my damn garbage tomorrow.
Yeah, they'll pick up your garbage. I know that's important.
Long story short, no mail.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for letting me know. I didn't know.
You need to ship today if you're going to ship.
But you can ship FedEx probably. If you ship it FedEx, it's probably still running.
But I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
What if is eBay gonna account for this?
Yeah, because if you look at your shipping, it's already adding the day. If you look at items that, like, if you sold stuff today, it's already putting it when the ship by date is a day later. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I saw that either last night or this morning that your item's selling, it's accounting for that day already. So
Good.
Now, what is tomorrow?
I'll have to have a fight.
Because I have a bunch of items.
Tomorrow's the 5th.
They have to ship tomorrow.
Yeah, I have all my stuff that needs to ship on the 5th. It says it needs to ship on the 5th.
Yeah, mine does too.
Yeah.
We'll just ship. It just won't go nowhere.
I should call about that.
Yeah, I
Call
would.
your girlfriend, Bridget, and find out what she has to say.
All right, I'm calling.
Call our postmaster and ask her.
Oh no, she is closed. She said she's closed, or I think she.
Hey, what's that one stuff called?
Okay, I'm looking at it on Facebook. U.S. Postal Service to suspend delivery Wednesday in President Bush's honor.
Yeah. Yep. And if it's on Facebook, it is true.
That's right.
We'll just tell Facebook. Or we'll just tell eBay. Well, Facebook said it happened.
Facebook said.
They had to take the ding for it.
I didn't know I had to ship it because Facebook told me I didn't.
There you go.
Au revoir.
So we better find out for sure before we tell everybody and everybody gets dings for
They are
not having
definitely
their
for
stuff out.
sure closed tomorrow. I just messaged her and make sure, and she said, "Yep, I'm definitely not at work tomorrow."
Okay.
Oh.
So
There you go.
Now she's supposed to be sitting with her Bible in her hand, dressed in black.
Oh, she'll probably be at church.
Of a great president.
She will probably be. She is a huge, big Catholic church, Catholic daughters. She's secretary of Catholic daughters. She's really big into the church, so I'm sure she'll be somewhere like that.
Hey, what's this called?
Huh?
What would this be called? It's not ceramic. It's
Plaster, maybe? Or
Resin?
resin, yeah.
Resin.
Is it resin?
Huh?
Was it?
I would guess
I
it's
think
probably resin.
I think resin.
Yeah.
I think resin.
Yeah, probably. I don't
That's
know.
what I think. That's what I'm gonna say
It's
anyway.
not plaster.
The-
Unless
yeah.
it's wood.
No, it's not
Kinda
wood.
hard to.
Thank you.
All right, I'm gonna go. I gotta go help Jim.
All right, have fun.
Bye.
Well, I'm gonna go check my eBay and see if they've changed the date.
That mine haven't. I'm calling them right now. I'll be right back.
Okay. Bridget's on the job.
Sorry.
Tell them to change mine too.
We gotta fix this.
Okay, I'll tell them to look at yours too.
I didn't know that we landed on the moon, Mr. Sadie, because I thought that was all a hoax.
Oh Lord. Here we go.
Didn't you see that documentary where that whole thing was just made in Hollywood?
Oh. Yeah. Oh no, that one's 6. Yeah, I've got 3 that have to be shipped by December 5th. So yeah, I got 3 of them.
Well, go ahead and print them up today. Just don't ship them.
Yeah, I'll still get a ding though.
Yeah.
If
you print them.
All right, go ahead and do it just to be safe.
Hey, Sally, are you off today?
I am for 3 days.
Holy moly!
Valerie, we
Yes?
have forbid her to answer the phone unless it's from family or friends.
You know she will still do that if she needs to. I can't forbid her.
We did.
Girl's gonna do whatever she's gonna do.
We'll just send Nikki over to the whooper. I think
Nikki can't whoop me.
I kick your ass, lady.
Much love to you, Ed. I don't know you, but it's all good.
Hey,
she loves you because you got a pot leaf on your picture.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
You're one of her people.
Hey, what's
everyone spoken?
Yet.
It's called Sally Purple Haze.
Purple Haze.
Yay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I can find something. Yeah, I'm gonna go hit up St. Vinny's because I had 5 to ship out this morning.
Woohoo!
I know. I sold those Lumineers. It was $75 with the shipping.
Wow.
Yeah. I paid $1.50 for each box for those. So I'm gonna go find me some more Christmas stuff today.
No, I don't blame you. I would too.
My thrift stores have really failed on the Christmas shit this year. There's like nothing. I mean, Just dollar store shit. That's all it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
You know, I look at people when they're walking through thrift stores, and the thrift stores seem to have so much more than we have around here. You know, actually on the shelves in the hard goods section. I don't know whether it's because we got so many like Goodwills that they have to kind of spread it out, or whether people are too lazy to put it out on the shelves, or what the deal is.
Maybe. Valerie.
Yeah.
Look at my shirt.
Hang on. Ooh. Oh my gosh. I love it. Where in the heck did you get that?
Poshmark.
Oh, I love it. Oh my gosh.
Let me see again. I didn't see it.
That's awesome. So it's got Carol on there.
Oh, cool.
Eat your cookies. Look
That is
look at the
awesome.
flowers. You
Flowers.
decide.
I didn't think
Love
Carol's
it.
eyes spread out that far.
That is awesome.
Yep.
Good job.
Thanks. I love it.
That reminds me.
Yeah, Tara was like, what size is that shirt? And I'm like, what size is my shirt? And she goes, yeah. I said 3X, and she goes, ooh, are you going to sell it? And I'm like, no. This is mine. I bought this for me.
It's a good one.
Thank you.
Carol, the babysitter you do not want to hire.
That's right.
No, I know some children that need Carol to be their babysitter. Not mine, because mine were perfect angels. They knew that I would beat the crap out of them if they acted up for a babysitter.
Hey, you know what? Judah's still alive, so she must have done something right.
Yeah. Now she's grown up in the new series.
Well, in Carol's defense, those other two kids were crazy. So.
Yes, that's true.
And those were not technically hers. Those were not biologically her children.
No.
And
I think she did a good thing putting them down.
Oh, heck yeah. I mean, yeah, the crazy one.
Yeah. She only put one down. The crazy one.
Yeah.
Right.
Killed her sister.
Yeah. Because somebody would have killed her not as humanely as Carol did.
Mm-hmm.
That girl was nuts. Holy crap.
Yeah, she was.
But she put the fear of God in that little boy with cookies.
Mm.
Well, I was glad they got rid of him. God, he was a little whiner.
Well, you don't know how people, like little kids.
Okay, I'm back.
You don't know how
Hank.
take that kind of.
Yeah. Well, I imagine it's pretty traumatic for kids.
Hell, it would be traumatic for me.
Yeah.
Hank just barely found us.
You just barely. What the heck?
She must not have your ding.
You better ding my ding.
Yeah.
You better ring her ding-a-ling.
Ring her
Ring my
ding-a-ling.
ding-a-ling, Hank.
My ding-a-ling. My ding-a-ling.
Okay, well, I called eBay. Is Nikki on? Oh, okay. And she said that they are working as hard as they can to get something figured out on how they're going to do this. And we should get a update soon, later today, saying how it's going to work. And I said, okay, because I just don't want 8 dings. Oh, no. She goes, no. Nobody will get dings. If it accidentally comes into your account, give us a call. We'll take care of that right away. So there you go.
Cool.
I mean, she was really nice about it, but
that's how they all start out.
Yeah. And then all of a sudden,
when did they?
No, we don't know nothing about that.
Hey, I have my anchor store rep.
Whoa,
When did
just
they
saying
decide
that-
to do this
That's
thing?
what some people say. What?
When did they decide to do this thing where they did
Monday.
the mailing for
Sunday or Monday?
Probably short notice. I'm sure they're scrambling, but
Yeah.
I want to make sure that.
Well, they'll figure it out.
Oh yeah.
It's been long enough that they could have rewrote the code for half of the eBay website.
Yeah.
They haven't ever done this before, have they? Like when a president's died or.
We haven't had a president die, have we? Well, Ronald Reagan.
And I don't remember that.
Yeah, I don't remember. I was out on the road then. I was truck driving then.
I don't remember them closing the post offices for that.
No, I don't remember that either. But
this is something. I guess I don't know. Unless they did the day of mourning like on a Sunday or something, maybe for him, so we wouldn't have noticed.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Well,
I remember there being something, but I don't remember what it affected because like I said, I was out on the road truck driving, so I didn't know. I don't know. I don't remember.
Yeah.
I remember there was a big thing about it because I liked Ronald Reagan, so I remember there was something, but
I did too.
Sorry, Hank.
Okay.
Oh, baby.
What are you doing? Do you want to say hi or something?
Hi. He hasn't seen us in forever.
It's been months.
Ringo. We want to say hi, Ringo. Hi, Ringo.
Hey, Ringo.
Was he excited to see you?
Oh my gosh, they were flipping out.
Oh, it's sweet baby.
You haven't seen me in 2 weeks. You gotta hug me and love me.
Oh,
never let me go.
Cute.
You gotta let me bite you. Give you a puppy bite.
You gotta let me pounce on the back of your legs.
Yeah. He's already been at that. It's like I never left. Okay, I gotta figure out what I'm doing here.
Wait, why are you so nervous?
Who?
Hank's dog is having issues.
Armor.
I've always been having issues.
Yeah. And something about see what they're gonna do about a cyst.
Oh, I'm sorry, Hank.
He'll be fine. He'll be just fine.
Yeah, we'll be thinking about him.
Well, guys, and ladies, excuse me, ladies, since that's all that's left. I've got to go. I'm going to go see if I can find some milk and bread for this weekend. And
oh my God, it's gonna snow.
Things done. Listen, I bet you,
Tom, don't do it.
I bet you that the food line that I go to, their manager has already put in an emergency order for bread milk.
Oh gosh.
Lordy days.
Wait,
y'all are supposed to get snow, right?
Yeah.
Like a foot or something?
Probably a dusting.
Yeah, dusting's a foot to us here.
Well, that's
We
not
got
like a foot, right?
We got 6 inches in 3 hours the other day.
I know.
No, so we closed down completely. Y'all could forget that.
And you still live up there?
Mm-hmm.
Nah. 6 inches in 3 hours? Nah. My ass would be in South Carolina by now.
Yep. Straight south.
Y'all are just y'all just like it. Y'all like it to suffer.
Well, Tom, you have fun getting your bread and milk.
We like to suffer.
I told you I was there for 6 months. It snowed. I left.
Hey, Tom, maybe you should grab a bottle of that Southern Comfort.
And a violin, a little one.
The thing about it is, though, if we don't get snow like through Atlanta, then it stays up on the north side of Charlotte.
Yeah.
Up where Valerie's daughter lives.
Yeah, more in the mountain area.
Yeah, if it comes through, if it comes from Atlanta, then we get it, and we usually get it pretty good.
Yeah.
If it's coming across the mountains, it thins it out.
Yeah.
Sounds like a party, huh, Hank?
Yeah, it does. Southern Comfort, bread, milk, and sandwiches.
There you go.
You can't beat it.
Kathy, are they expecting y'all to get any?
They said something, but ours changes back and forth. We'll get one day, and then tomorrow we won't get nothing. So
yeah,
we just wait
I'm making a joke about the milk and bread because. Go ahead.
If I had to do it all over again, I think I'd be a meteorologist because I'd never get fired because I could always be wrong.
You got a 50-50 shot of getting it right.
Yeah. It might snow, it might not.
Yeah, if you live in the south, it might rain, it might not, and up north it's gonna rain. Just go ahead and put your asses up underneath the covers and stay there.
There you go. There you go.
There was one day I was in my garage and I'm just sitting out there smoking and I got the door open and everything, and all of a sudden these dark clouds come over and it just starts hailing like really hard. And I look at my weather app on my phone and it was the Weather Channel weather app.
Did it say sunny skies?
Yes. Yes. And chance of precipitation was 0.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God. And I was actually showing on video that there was, that it was doing that. And I'm like, does that look like 0 precipitation to you? Because it was just, we had like an inch of ice.
Yeah.
Because it was hailing so bad. And then it just started pouring and thunder and lightning. And it was crazy. It was crazy.
I don't believe it's going to snow until I look out the door and I see white stuff falling.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because these asses down here, well, we're going to get a foot of snow. It's going to snow for 2 days and we're going to get a foot of snow because all the little clouds are in the right places and the wind's going in the right places, and it'll be sunny and 60 degrees. Kids are out in the yard and they've canceled school. They've already canceled school because we got preemptive strike.
So even the mention of snow they cancel?
Yes.
Just about.
They do here, especially in our county.
Kicking soccer balls around in the yard.
Well, because they can't do, they don't have, I don't know, do y'all have snow plows and stuff down there?
Very little.
Oh, remember, I was going to show Kathy and she took it off.
Yeah, they can't take a chance of getting those kids stranded because, that inch of snow.
Yeah. Yeah.
I bet you they're putting slag down on the road.
What the hell?
I bet you they're putting slag down on the roads.
Yeah.
The big overpass up there where your daughter lives, the interchange.
Yeah.
On the south side, they've got I bet they're putting slag on them this today.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Just a preemptive strike.
Yeah.
Do they use the beet juice brine down there?
The what?
What they use.
They have it's called beet juice. They use they use beet juice. It's a brine.
It's actually better than salt.
Yeah.
Thank you.
No, they use the salt here. Salt and dirt.
Yeah.
I was waiting on the quarter meat.
That's what we have to do down here. And it's funny as I'll get out. And I know the Yankees love to laugh about the stupid Southerners.
No, we never said stupid.
Honestly,
we never say that.
Honestly, and I've told Dusty this before, because they get a little peeved with us Northerners laughing at them for shutting down at a half inch of snow. But it just sounds funny to us. We're not really laughing at you guys. It just sounds funny to us, and we understand that you guys are not prepared for that kind of snow.
Right.
And I mean, even your cars and your houses aren't built to handle that kind of cold.
No.
Like your economy, even.
Down south, people have appliances outside on their porch.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Like washing machines on their porch.
I have no appliances on my porch.
Hey, you got to protect the steel. You got to protect the steel.
Well, what I'm saying is people put their washers out on their porch. I mean, ours would freeze up and break.
Yeah.
Doesn't everybody in the South, don't y'all have like steels and all your moonshine equipment and all that?
I got mine out in the kitchen.
If we did, Valerie, I wouldn't be on here in the morning.
Yeah.
I thought you guys, no, seriously, I thought they had their washers and dryers or something sometimes outside on the porch.
Yeah, they do.
Sometimes they do, yeah.
When you said steels, I thought you were talking about like metal stuff.
Marcel said refrigerators too.
Kathy,
No, I understand. I mean,
here that has an indoor house.
I mean, like that time Jim Bennett put on his video. He's like, this is why we got shut down, and you could still see the grass. There was snow, but you could still see the grass through the snow.
Yeah.
And I mean, I was just like, oh my God, you know, you know.
Yeah, that's foreign to us because we're like, I mean, we get 10 inches, the kids are still going to school.
Yeah. And see, here they don't. I mean, because we don't have like.
And you guys are probably laughing at me when I'm like, oh my God, it's 100 degrees outside. I can't leave the air conditioning. You know?
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's 100 degrees. It's 90 degrees. Give me a lake. I need to go swimming. You know, you guys are probably laughing at me like, what the hell's her problem? That ain't even warm.
Yeah. Not even close.
You know?
Well, I'm proud to say that we have an indoor outhouse.
Indoor outhouse.
I told you, Kathy. I told you he's rich.
I know he is rich. We still have an outhouse, Tom.
I know.
Yo,
we sat on the front porch drinking our moonshine with hay out without our mouth.
There you go.
But I do have my token 2 cars in the front yard on blocks.
Oh, okay. So there you go.
Yeah.
Trying to hide your richness from us. You actually got running water.
If you mow your grass and find a car, you might be a redneck.
Yeah. We have running water, but it's frozen most of the time.
Kathy, when it's 80 degrees and they go, oh my God, I'm so hot. I'm about to die. It's so hot.
No.
Go ahead. Sorry.
We're like, you're just going to have to cowgirl up. And
yeah. You don't know what humid is yet. Come on down.
You know how envious I am of Dusty? That he can just put all those boxes out on his porch and just leave them there for days and weeks? I can't do that here. It'll get rained on and snowed on and, you know, whatever. You know, there's no way I could leave anything outside. Might even get shit on. I don't know. But seriously, you know, I mean, that stuff would be wrecked within a day or two. You know.
Yeah.
Well, that's because you choose to live someplace where there's white stuff falling all over all the time.
Yeah.
9 months out of a year.
But even in the summertime or springtime, you know, we get rain a lot too. So, yeah, I mean, and ours being by the lake, our weather changes so fast. I could say, oh yeah, I could leave this stuff outside for a couple days. It's not supposed to rain, but with the lake, our weather can change so fast that it could be 90 degrees one day and snow in the next. Yeah, well, not that extreme, but you know what I mean. Yeah. So,
Kathy. Hank is being a witch over in the section. She says, "We should get all the batteries too."
Oh yeah, we should.
or like you guys can like go down to the gas station and get that little $5 bundle of wood and keep your fireplace winter. You know, that's a little bundle of wood. I mean, we go through about 8 to 10 cord of wood a year.
Oh wow.
In wintertime, just the winter.
Well, listen, we have this thing it's really marvelous, and I'm sure y'all have it up there if you look for it. It's called electricity, and I just walk up and I turn this little knob on the wall.
Tom, that's probably
electricity too, but we burn wood.
You white, Kathy?
That's all for you rich bitches there, not for us. We can't afford that yet. We don't make that kind of money.
No. That's what that heat pump's for.
You got that indoor pump, remember?
And besides, I got 2 boxes of logs over here by my fireplace. You know what I'm talking about? Boxes of logs.
Yep.
The chemical ones for decorative use. But
if we had to run our heat on electricity, oh my God, it would be so expensive.
Yeah.
Well, because you always have to have heat on here.
Yeah.
I mean, on the summertime, but I mean, you know, in the wintertime, there has to be constant heat. You know.
And sometimes in the summer too.
it would be so expensive to run heat off electricity up here. I mean, some people do it, but
Y'all do propane, don't y'all?
yeah. Well, we have our wood boiler, but yeah, some people, most people burn with propane or oil up here.
Propane's expensive too.
Yeah, propane's expensive too. The year before we got our wood boiler, we spent $1,500.
Yeah.
And like 2 months of heating. That's when it really spiked, though. But yeah, I mean, it was nothing to go through. It was nothing to go through about $300 to $400 to heat our house in propane a month.
I will say the only thing that they did good when they built the house I live in is they insulated it really well, because it can be like 28 degrees here and we can lose power and it will not drop 6 degrees in about 2 days.
Wow.
Well, that's because you're not 28 degrees all the time.
Yeah, exactly.
You go right back up to 70.
Frozen to the negatives like 9 months out of the year, Tom.
Yeah.
Like if it's 26 degrees, don't you like during the day go right back up to the 60s or 70s?
Yeah.
Well, not always up to the 60s, but in the 40s and 50s.
Yeah.
Yeah. Blanket weather. You just put a blanket on. We don't even, in the 50s, we don't even put a blanket on.
No, y'all are in shorts and tank tops.
Yeah.
Freaking Nikki wears shorts in the 20s.
My sons have gone to their grandparents in shorts. Because it's so daggum warm down here. Yeah. But guess what, guys? There's this thing called roads, and there's this place like Mayflower. They're a trucking company that moves people from one part of the country to the other.
Yeah.
And if it's so unbearable,
well,
call them up and say, I want to move to the Great South where it's nice and comfortable down there.
It's really not that unbearable, though. I mean,
nice it was that easy.
And then when you get south, you're going, oh my God, it's 110 degrees down here. And
I wouldn't make it.
Well, that's just it.
Sally. No, Sally.
No, Sally.
Is it me?
Don't you do it.
Don't you dare. Oh.
What was she doing?
Whatever, Sally. Don't answer it anyway.
I was like, is it even me?
I'm wearing shorts today.
Oh my God. What is wrong with you, Nikki?
There's nothing wrong with me. It's nice out.
Oh my God, no.
I can't hardly do that, Nikki. Like, and I have warm legs usually. Like my top part gets cold easy. Like I'll have to do 2 or 3 layers, but my bottom part, I have to wear couple pairs of pants during the winter. I can't do shorts.
I can't either.
Well, you're from California, though.
Yeah, but
that don't matter. I'm acclimated.
No, there's a lot of people up here who can't handle shorts in the wintertime. I just don't get, my legs don't get cold. Now I have a sweatshirt on because my upper half gets cold.
Like once it's like 40, I'm fine with shorts.
Yeah.
Once it's 40, but I can't do 20 degrees, 30 degrees in shorts.
Yeah, I think it's like 20 something today. I think.
I will have to go with Nikki on that. It can be cold as all get out, and I'll have on shorts and I'll have on like a sweater on.
Yeah.
And I'm fine. My chest has got to be warm. My legs, if my legs get too hot, I start suffocating.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't like for my legs to be hot either. But it's even leggings, I can't just wear leggings usually outside because I will freeze.
I wear leggings under my jeans in the winter.
Yeah, that's me too.
Yep.
Yes, Swag, they sucked me back in by talking about my portion of the country. And
see, we didn't want to leave, did we?
What a bunch of hillbilly rednecks we are. And all I can say is ding, 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 ding. Good night and cozy warm.
You sure do got a pretty mouth.
Oh my gosh.
ain't going nowhere near that one.
And when I said you guys have your appliances on your porches, that didn't mean you guys were hillbillies. But I've seen people that have.
No, they do that here in Ohio.
Out on their porches.
In Ohio?
Yeah.
What?
That's what I was saying. If you mow your grass and find a car, you might be a redneck. That's what it's like around here. Some of these really rural areas.
And Tom, I have been to the part of the South where the dollar store had layaway in time for Christmas.
You're kidding.
So, I'm not saying you're necessarily redneck, but there are parts of the South that are pretty redneck.
You were in Alabama and
Are you serious or are you just joking?
No, honest to God. When I was driving truck, I was driving on this old, I was out in BFE, and there was this dollar store, and it said in big letters on the front of the store in the window, it said, now in layaway, now available in time for Christmas. And I was like, oh my God, they say the people in the South are poor. They got to be right. If they got to have layaway at the dollar store.
Mr. Sadie says, I live in Missouri. Last Saturday, we had a tornado warning and a snow advisory in the same day.
Oh, boy. Well, you
That sounds like Ohio.
Yo, just say.
Yeah, no, I'm serious as a heart attack. It did say it.
Crazy.
Yeah, I've seen those down here too.
I was like, what?
Really? Oh my gosh.
But like my husband said, some people buy more than just one item, and so that's probably for the people that go in there and buy like 100 items,
If I am in the Dollar Tree and somebody is standing in line to put stuff on layaway, I would probably just buy it for them. Obviously, they don't have the money, so.
That's because you're rich, Bridget.
Yeah.
You can buy stuff at the dollar store and not even put it on layaway.
I know. Living the dream.
Hell, even I'm that rich.
Oh my gosh. Hey, Todd.
Y'all are terrible.
And well, like my husband said, it's for people that are buying a lot of stuff,
Yeah.
Todd,
and spending over $100. And I was like, I know, but it was just funny to see it at the dollar store,
Yeah,
and it was a dollar store, and nothing over $1 was on the window also. So
most people do not expect.
It wasn't like a Family Dollar or something where things were over $1. It was a dollar store.
Okay, I'm going now. I got to go get my milk and bread before it
Nikki, you can't tell me you wouldn't do the same thing.
What?
If you were in the dollar store and there was a family there, you would buy it.
Yeah.
Oh, she's getting serious on us now.
Oh my gosh, that makes me sad that people have to put layaway stuff from the dollar store.
It happens.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
There's places
Y'all
like
have
that.
a great day.
Well, no, I was in the neck of the woods. Bye, Tom. I was in the neck of the woods where there were I was driving by houses and they had huge holes in their roofs.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it was a pretty bad area. I mean, and people were living in it. Right. I saw people coming in and out of the house, and there were cars parked in the driveway and stuff. So yeah, it was a pretty poor part of the South. And I'm not saying everybody in the South is poor. I'm just saying they would not let you live in a house up here that had a huge hole in the roof. They would condemn it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they have them here where they're running. I mean, they're about falling on top of them.
Yeah,
and they would try to repair them, but they just keep living in them.
Mr. Sadie, 10 cents down and 10 cents a week. I know.
Oh Lord. Oh, help us.
I would think you probably would have to buy a certain amount or something.
Our government would condemn those houses up here.
I wish they would here, but they won't here. I mean, it's bad because you see some.
People need a place to live. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I wish people didn't have to live like that, but some people do have to live like that. I mean, look at over in New Mexico, what kind of huts those people live in, some of them. I mean, they're out there in the middle of the desert with nothing. I mean, it's like a clay like a clay house or something, you know.
I mean, I'm sure we have all been in the position. I mean, I know I've been in the position where we don't have, you know, money to.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I had an old conversion van in my driveway one year, and I sold that at Christmas time just so I could get my kids some gifts. You know what I mean? So, I mean, I know we've all been there. It's just.
Oh yeah.
It just kind of makes you sad that people have to do that.
I'm gonna get out of here, guys.
They have a home.
All right.
So I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye.
I don't even know what that is. Oh.
Are you done at 3? Sharp? You better be. I bring Gary his lunch, sorry.
Was that Gary you were yelling at?
Yeah.
You better be. I'm leaving your ass here if you're not.
He always tells me, I'm going to be done at 3 sharp, and you better be here. And yeah, he'll be you know, he'll be laughing the whole time, you know. So yeah, I was just giving him shit.
Done.
Or like he'll, you know, his buddies will be walking out with him, and he'll be like, "You better be here when I tell you to be here," joking around, you know, because everybody knows that we're not like that. But and I'll be like, "Yeah, I'll be here when I get here." And then his friends are like, "Hey, we got you," you know.
And then there were 6. Yeah, at one time we had 10 on the panel.
Yeah, you had a whole shit pot of people on here. Holy smokes! Todd's probably just sitting there pouting that he didn't get a word in edgewise.
No, Todd's at his girlfriend's.
Oh,
yeah, he had a run earlier.
Yeah, he'll be back in a little bit, depending on how frisky she gets.
She may get frisky, but watch out.
I am going to go to my daughter's house and get a bunch of lists. I got a bunch of stuff in here I'm going to get listed.
And I'm just running the post office.
Yeah, I got to go to the post office later.
Money coming in. My husband's birthday tomorrow. Oh, by the way, Tom, happy birthday. Oh, he's not here anymore. I forgot to tell him happy birthday yesterday.
He was sick on his birthday. He was sick yesterday. He said.
Yeah, he got sick.
I put it on his Facebook, happy birthday.
Yeah, he said he wasn't feeling good.
I don't know if he's really on his Facebook much.
Oh, God, I hate messages.
Ugh, me too.
Remember one year I was sick on my birthday. That sucked. I was a little kid.
Please don't be a bad message.
Well, I told Tom that's what happens when you get older. You get sick on your birthday.
Oh, no, this will not be $50 shipping. Thank you. But thanks.
I know the sales that I have been getting have got to be just because it's fourth quarter. Right stuff at right time, right place, right time, or something. Because I haven't been listening. Yeah. Because I've been so sick. And not. And I have been selling about 5-6 a day, so that's all right.
Yeah, that's good.
But it has to just be the time of the year because it sure ain't my hard work.
Yeah.
My husband's like, man, dear, you must be really working your ass off. You've been doing some pretty good sales. I was like, yeah, I've really been hitting hard. Don't forget it. Yep. Sick or not, I'm still doing it, dear.
I'm on my deathbed and I'm still listing.
Yeah. Trying.
Look at these. Get my camera on. I don't know why it was off. Look at these Pinocchio figures I got. Aren't they cute?
How cute.
They're from the board. They're carved wood. It says WD on the back. Walt Disney Productions.
Huh.
That one I thought was cool. He's got like a lot of detail.
Pull him back a little. Oh yeah.
They're cute.
Wow.
So a whole set of 6 sold for $84 on eBay.
Holy moly.
And the auctioneer, there was a box of stuff, little stuff, and the auctioneer was trying to just buy this one for his granddaughter. And I said, no, it's the whole set. He's like, fine, I'll auction off the whole set. So I want them.
That's cool.
And they will get listed. That is a Disney item I'm not keeping. Thank you very much. No.
All right, if it's run post office, I will holler at y'all guys later.
All right.
Okay. Have a good day.
Go have fun.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh yeah, I gotta go to the post office too.
Oh, Liz says it's locked on Valerie.
Oh. Let's see. I'm not presenting her.
Okay.
There you go. Is it still locked on, Valerie? I see Nikki's picture.
No, she said now it's fixed.
Oh, okay. All right, good. Huh. I don't know.
How many bags did Valerie get? 12, she said? Oh.
12 bags, 6 IKEA bags. Yeah.
I've been thinking about all the stuff I had to list when I had only 3 bags. Like, wow.
I know, right? Oh, yeah. I know. I have a ton. I have probably, oh my God, I don't even want to know. I have a lot in the storage unit. I haven't even counted of clothing because I'm just not. I'd rather list hard goods any day.
Yeah. Well, I don't mind listing clothing. It's just usually clothing just does not really move for me, you know. I mean, I don't mind listing clothing at all. You know, but
I think, I don't know.
Do
you know what? Clothing just doesn't excite me. I love, like going into the storage unit and finding that Mahjong set. I was so excited about that. Couldn't wait to get it home and, you know, clean it up and list it. And then, I don't know. Get more
yeah, clothing doesn't excite me either, but I mean, I don't mind listing it. I go through it pretty quick, you know,
right.
But it just doesn't help for me very good.
Like this. I bought this whole box of stuff for $1 at the storage unit, and now I get to go through it, and that's fun.
Yeah.
Oh, that is fun.
Oh my God, when I used to work full time, and I'd go to the Thursday night auction, and I'd buy all this whole truckload of stuff, and we'd unload it, and I'd have to sit all day at work on Friday because we'd get home way too late for me to go through it on Thursday night. So I'd have to go to bed, and then I'd have to sit through work on Friday, sitting there thinking about what could all be in that box.
Oh,
you know?
I
And
know.
then I'd get home Friday night, and I'd be like just digging through it. I'd be like Christmas morning. I was like, oh God, I just love my boxes.
And that's what it feels like, doesn't it? It feels
does.
like Christmas when you're going through this stuff.
Especially because a lot of times I just kind of just glance in the boxes. I don't really dig through them at the auction. And if I spot something that's good in there, then I'll buy it. So whatever else is in there is like, oh my God, look at this. You know?
Or if it just sells for like $1 and you don't know what's in it, you just buy it.
Yeah, you just buy it. It's just $1. Yeah.
I love it.
Find the best stuff in those boxes. Yep,
Mike said Mahjong set, like bone and bamboo or Bakelite?
Bakelite.
Oh, really?
Yep, I found it in the back of my storage unit.
Oh, wow.
I forgot I bought it, and it was sitting back there. And so I pulled it out and I cleaned it up, and it is like in amazing shape. It is from 1969, and I looked it up, and it sells between $250 and $350.
Ooh. Good job.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's awesome. All right. Now I sold a pair of earrings. So I gotta look through all of my little bags of earrings that I have here. Find that one pair of earrings. I'm gonna leave it at home.
And I couldn't wait to tell somebody, so I got right on and I messaged Valerie. I'm like, guess what I found?
That's awesome.
That is awesome. I know. I love looking through my garage or my storage shed. You find the greatest stuff.
Yeah,
you
I don't
forgot
know
you had or you didn't know you had. And it's like, oh, look at that. Look at all that money that's just sitting here.
Hey, I'm gonna go look for all my stuff, so I'm gonna mute myself and
okay.
good stuff.
Okie dokie.
There they are.
These are August. This was August. I'm trying to see. It had to be in October. I bought it. I'm digging out my auction receipt so I can see how much I paid for it because I don't even know. Mahjong. I wish I could just do like a control F and search for it when I'm looking for the receipts. That's on that one. I bet you it's in this one. Oh, the pile of kids' toys. I paid $6 for a bunch of kids' toys, and I sold the kitchen, the step 2 kitchen locally for $50. So that was good.
Oh yeah.
Okay, Hank, let us know.
What?
She says she can't wait anymore. She's calling the vet.
Oh, that poor dog. He's been through a lot.
I know.
Poor puppy dog. Oh.
I can't find it. Okay, this is going to drive me nuts. I know it wasn't August.
Oh, I gotta pee, and I stopped at the post office first. They're going, oh God, I gotta pee.
Well, just use their bathroom.
They don't have one.
Oh yeah, they do. They have one for the employees. Just say, hey, can I go in and use your bathroom?
Yeah. I don't. My best friend doesn't work here.
I know. I do that too. I'll run in. I'm like, Terry, I have to pee so bad. She's like,
I'm a good customer and all, and they call me honey and sweetie and stuff, but
using the bathroom might be a step too far.
Might be.
Yeah.
A little bit. If only the one person worked here, it'd probably be not a problem, but everybody else, I don't know.
Right, right.
All right, I'm gonna run up to the thrift store. I'll be back.
Ooh, look at you. Okay. Wow.
I'm going to the post office. I'll be right back.
Okay. Oh, I couldn't find it. List for me. Oh, that's a good idea, Mr. Sadie. Or even if she could just take the pictures for you or something, you know, something would help. Thanks, Mike. All right, I gotta finish listing this. Yeah, I don't think I paid anything more than like $15 for it. But I bought one in a estate sale before and it sold really good. I think I paid $30 for that one and it sold for over $200. And it was just sitting at the estate sale. It was like the last day, so everything was half off. Yeah. My problem with paying somebody to help me is I am so I don't know the word. Not controlling, but I like things done a certain way, and if they're not done that way, just would rather do it myself. That's my problem. Waiting for Todd to come back to show us what he got from his girlfriend. This girl on the phone dealt with her before. I really liked her. Said they were doing chest x-ray. Is that chest x-rays? Okay, that's good. I'm sure they expect people to be calling. Yeah, it's hard to let go of that. I mean, because my son's here all day. But he's doing his graphic design stuff. But when he's not doing that stuff, I could have him. He loves photography, so I could probably have him take pictures for me. He's up all night. So I should just like throw a box of stuff and say, hey, take pictures of this stuff while I'm sleeping.
All right. I got stuff.
Uh-oh. You're buzzing.
Okay. Oh, it was just a box, but it's still
a what?
A box.
Came in the mail?
No, it's fallen.
Oh. You were buzzing, so we couldn't hear what you were saying.
Oh, imagine that. That's about my day.
Hank says it's the sweet sounds of Scotland.
Yeah.
Oh, God, Liz, he would kill me if I gave him clothes to list.
Who, your son?
Yeah. I said he loves doing photography, and he's up all night anyway, so I might as well just stick a box out here and say, hey, can you take pictures of this stuff while I'm sleeping?
Yeah. Why not?
But
I think that's why nobody's came live with me, because they're afraid I'll put them to work. I probably would. So the mailman had to come into the house yesterday.
Why?
Probably because it was cold and everything, but
so he wanted shelter?
To scan all of his, the packages.
Oh.
And I think he was pretty
overwhelmed.
He's like, oh, you got rid of everything. Now you can have your living room back or something. He said something like that. I was like, that's rude.
Oh, maybe because all your packages were in your living room?
Well, all the package. I mean, I've got, it does not look like a normal living room.
We're resellers. I don't think any of us have a normal looking living room.
Who cares? I'm like, I didn't say anything, but I was thinking, yeah, I sold 44 and I'm going to go back and get 100.
Hank says, I just got to say how much I truly am thankful y'all are on right now, keeping my mind busy and enjoying listening. Oh, that's good.
Glad we could be of service.
She says, little does he know, there's 200 pounds on the way.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't, Lord knows, I didn't tell him that. He'd probably report me for hoarding or something. Of course, that's probably already the rumor around town.
You just use your scanner and hush your mouth, sir. Just scan those packages.
I'm like, honey, you don't even know. You don't even, if you only knew.
Yep. Unless people, nobody understands resellers unless you're a reseller.
Yeah.
Or, you have a family. Even family members don't understand.
No. If my kids seen Oh my gosh, they'd put me in a mental hospital, I'm sure.
Well, they see what you buy there, so they would have to know.
Yeah, but I mean, to see it all gathered, you know, they would be afraid. They would be concerned. That's
Right.
that's the way I should put it.
Not afraid.
But
Just
yeah, Mom, you need to go into. You need some help. But hey, you know what? I ain't hurting nobody, and I'm making money, and so.
Yep, exactly.
It's all good. I have got to get this stuff packaged up. Yeah, it was good. I think I did pretty good at
A lot of good stuff.
Yeah, I mean that's that. I was just telling Tina, I don't look at anything that I buy because I'm just taking it off the rack and throwing it in the basket. So I don't even know what I got.
I did that one time at a church sale when my kids were younger because I would buy, clothes for them or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And I was having yard sales like all the time at my house. So I said, I'm just going to, it was bag sale. I said to my mom, she used to love going to bag sales. I'm like, I'll just take it all. Why even bother going through it when I'm here? So I'm just piling stuff up. And then what wouldn't fit them, I just sold at my yard sale.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and the people there, they're pretty nice. The one guy that
That's right, Todd.
kind of he runs the place and he's the manager. And there's disabled, developmentally and physically disabled people that work there.
Mm.
And he's always been very nice to me. And the thing is, like, I know that there's a lot of people that have talked about when I take those IKEA bags in, and they're concerned because they're afraid that I'm getting a good deal.
Right.
Like I'm not paying my full, amount that everybody else is paying. So they get all worried, and they've mentioned it to him on several occasions, like, well, why does she get a bigger bag and I have to do it, blah blah blah. So, but like today I said, is there any way that I can just put these bags in the IKEA bags, after? That way I don't have to, take them up to the counter, pay for them, bring them back, put them in the bags, all that. I'll just, put them all in there right now.
Mm-hmm.
He said, yeah, just let me verify,
right,
how many bags you're getting. And I said, that's perfectly fine. He goes, I don't want to step on anybody's toes, but that's kind of the way. I said, if I didn't care, I wouldn't have even asked you in the first place.
Right. Right.
So I get it. I completely understand because I'm sure people will say, well, how many bags did you get? And you say 3 and you're taking out 10,
Right.
So
no,
I would never do that, but
no, but some people,
yeah. So and if I have any questions, I just go to him and ask him, and he's always been very cordial and nice. And
well, they have to be happy that you're taking this crap from them. You know what I mean?
They have
to be happy.
They have to be.
You're cleaning them out so they can.
Yeah, that's less work that they've got to do tomorrow morning.
I wish we had a place like that around here. And so, is it a thrift store or is it a church or?
It's a thrift store, and they have physical and mentally disabled people that run it. That do the work, a lot of the work. So, and I got this desk. This desk is totally awesome.
Was that on sale too?
It was $10.
Oh, that's a good deal.
It's a $10. It says Huntley Furniture.
Hey.
It's very well put together. Yeah, I think it'll work just fine for me. And $10. And they had what did they have? 15 on it. And I said, "Hey, can you give me a break on that?" And he said, "Oh yeah, no worries." I'm like, "Okay." You can't beat that though. $10.
No.
Okay.
Nope, not at all.
He said, "I'm really surprised that this is actually still here." So.
Yeah, people are probably more thinking about Christmas stuff right now than.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they were all over that Christmas stuff. I mean, they were all over it, and I was like, "Oh, I don't, you know." To me, the times that I've been, I mean, they don't have like Mr. Christmas or,
Right.
really anything like that. Now tomorrow, when they put the new inventory out, it may be pretty good, but I don't plan on going to that. I definitely have enough to keep me busy. I had enough before I started, but that's besides the point.
You'll be fine. You have the whole winter, you know, and there's a lot of times when you're going to be snowed in or whatever, and
yeah,
now you have stuff to do.
Yeah, it's snowing right now. I mean, it's I don't think it's sticking much, but it's flying.
I had to go into Rochester today because my son had an appointment.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, it makes me so grateful that I don't have to drive through that rush hour traffic anymore.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, man, I'm so glad.
Yeah. Well, I used to drive to go see patients, and it was nothing for me to go drive. It was usually about 100 to 150 miles in a day.
Right.
Going and seeing patients and stuff like that. So, yeah. And I mean, we were 24/7, so we it was just just the way it was.
Mm-hmm. Well, I worked for Paychecks for a little while, like just because I did taxes for the attorney's office, and then when he moved, I got a job for Paychecks. I worked at the end of every quarter, doing a lot of their paperwork for their taxes for their clients and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And it was way up in the city, and oh my gosh, I remember one winter it took, because it was like beginning of January, and it took me literally, it's only a 25-minute, 30-minute drive from here, but it took me 2 hours to get there.
Oh my gosh.
And I think that is the last time I worked there. I can't do this anymore.
Yeah. I was so scared to drive in snow when I got here. Like, literally, I mean, it snowed. It snowed hard that first year that I was here. And, when it snows, it'll clear up, and the more that the roads are used, the more the roads will clear up.
Mm-hmm.
Well, of course, my roads here were pretty snow packed. So I told Mike, I said, I'm not going in. He said, honey, the roads are clear. I said, I don't care. I'm not risking my life for it. So I took 3 days off work. I'm surprised I didn't get my ass fired. But I was just so afraid of driving,
Yeah. I hate it. Yeah, I just don't like it.
Yeah.
I just really don't.
But then once I got my all-wheel drive, I felt like, I felt a lot safer having that. But I mean, still, you hit black ice or whatever, it doesn't matter what you got.
No, it doesn't.
So,
nope.
Knock on wood, I have never experienced that before. Don't ever want to either.
I have. I hit a bathtub in somebody's yard.
Oh no.
They had one of these big bathtubs that they had flowers in and stuff, and the stupid town plow truck he was plowing out somebody's driveway. It was a town pickup truck, and he backed right out in front of me. And I had to slam on my brakes, and I had the kids in the van because I was taking them to school, and the van was like flipping around, and yep, I hit the mailbox or hit the bathtub in this guy's yard.
Oh my gosh.
And yeah, that made me very nervous after that.
Oh, I'm sure.
When was that, Mike? He's talking about this lady's house he cleaned out.
Oh.
He took a 22-foot box truck out of a 1-bedroom condo.
What?
It had to be when you were living in Florida, right? I don't think there's condos where he lives.
Okay.
Oh, let's see. That's sad. I went to an auction a couple years ago. The lady passed away, and she was a big auction goer. And this lady, you could not outbid her for anything. If she wanted it, she would bid no matter what.
Wow.
Very nice lady, but the last time I saw her, her ankles were like this big. They were so swollen. This didn't look good. And I said, Carol, are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine. She said, doctor said I just need to rest and something with my heart. And well, like 2 weeks later, she was gone.
Oh.
So they had an auction at her house. They had to bring in actual those pods. And they had to bring those pods in. I think they had 30 they brought into her yard.
Oh my gosh.
Just to be able to get into the house to sort it out, the auction company. He had an auction at her house every single weekend, Saturday and Sunday, from August, every weekend in August, all the way to every weekend in December, except for Christmas time.
Holy moly.
So yeah, like 5 months worth of auctions. And then still at the
she didn't have a problem.
No. He had like a little path that went from her door to her living room chair, and that's where she slept, was in that chair.
Oh.
But she had good stuff. I mean, she had a really good eye for stuff. She had good stuff.
Yeah.
And oh my gosh, we made a killing at that auction. I wish there was more like it.
Yeah.
But you know, you felt bad for her you know, when you walked in, you kind of could feel her presence.
Mm-hmm.
But as things sold off, when you walked in that house, you didn't really feel. I know that might sound weird, but you just didn't even feel her presence anymore in that house, you know?
Yeah.
But the last day, the last auction he had there, I mean, he was auctioning off rooms full. You know, he'll be like, okay, who wants to buy the whole, and there was still a ton of stuff left.
Wow.
So yeah, it was nuts. And no children. She had no children. Everything went to charity.
Wow.
Yep. Yep. Wow, they filled the 22-foot box truck 2.5 times.
Oh my gosh. That's crazy.
Yeah. I never want to. I never get like that. I like things going out of the house too much.
I mean, I guess I could do that. I guess I could, get like a storage unit and put all of my unlisted stuff in there.
But why, if you have the room for it there, and why? I mean, it's just you. It's not like,
Yeah. I mean, if I wanted my, my living room back, or
Right.
You know, what do I do? I don't even sit in my recliner. I don't sit on the couch. I
Right.
rarely watch TV.
Yeah.
You know, for what? So I'll just look like a hoarder for a while.
I mean, if I had room and I could have everything, all my unlisted stuff here, I would do it.
Yeah.
Oh, I better take that out. I'm selling these little metal army men things.
Oh.
Or knights. They say England on the bottom, but I was looking up comps and somebody had for boys. They had in their title. I'm like, oh, I'm not going to put 4 boys. That's for sure.
No.
Somebody will get mad.
Yeah. Cha-ching.
Thank goodness, because it's been slow today.
Yeah.
Jack Daniel's Tennessee Honey Whiskey Bottle Lamp sold.
Sweet.
Yay. I sold a Pampered Chef Trifle Bowl earlier today for $50.
Wow.
Yeah. That was I put kind of a higher price on it. They didn't even offer.
Wow, that's even better. I love those.
I know.
It doesn't happen very often, but
I love it when they don't even offer you any. I mean, if somebody has best offer and I want to buy something, I'm going to offer them something because they have best offer.
Yeah.
But
it's just most of the time that's just the normal, you know, way to go. Oh, let's see. Energies. But I don't have anywhere else to be today. Well, other than the post office, and then can get my start my listing at my regular scheduled time. And
oh, you're going back on schedule.
Oh yeah, at least for 2 weeks.
Till you're gone again.
They were like, and when I told them that they were coming, the dogs were coming back, they were like, and how long are you going to be gone this time? I said, I'm going to be gone till January 3rd, so I'll pick them up on the 4th. Oh.
They're going to start thinking you're neglecting them.
Yeah, well. Think what you want to think. I mean,
they should be happy they're getting money for it.
Heck, I'm footing the bill for it, so it shouldn't matter to them.
Right.
I mean, I don't, you know, truthfully, I don't think it's fair to them. But I mean, what else am I going to do?
Right. There's nothing.
I mean, my only other option would be to, you know, adopt them out, and you know, find another owner for them. And I've considered that, just because it's not fair to them, you know. But I just can't.
No.
I can't do it. I can't do it. I gotta have my dogs.
Yeah. Is that what those are, Britons? They said they say England on the bottom, Mike.
Oh, excuse me.
Yeah, nobody comes here to visit either, really. Once in a while.
I just say, I'll meet you somewhere.
Well, that's what we usually do. Chris's kid, or his son, his daughter's weird, but his son will come and visit. But his son lives 3 hours away, so
yeah.
His daughter popped in one time, and we were getting ready to go somewhere, and she just kind of popped in out of the blue. And so I peeked my head out of the bedroom because I was ready to go take a shower, and I said, "Hey," and that was it. And then I shut the door and I took a shower because I had to get ready. Well, she said she felt very unwanted and not welcomed and all this other crap. I'm like, whatever.
Oh my gosh.
Whatever.
That's what happens when you like just pop in.
I know. I'm like, we had plans, and I had plans, and I was getting ready to go somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, they all say England on the bottom. Huh, okay.
Okay.
I don't know. Those came in the little cigar box with my Pinocchio guys.
Oh.
Nights. So I got both of them in the cigar box.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna. That's one of the things I want to get done today is move this desk and move the other one out. And maybe set my computer up over there.
Oh, no more standing?
No, I'm not gonna do that. I don't think I'm gonna do that anymore.
All right, I think I'm gonna shut it down. I gotta go to this post office and.
Okay. Well, thanks for
Right.
doing that for us. And should be a challenge tomorrow. I don't have anything going on, so.
All right.
And then I'll probably do something a little bit later as far as a haul. But
Todd Flippin' Hustler has got to get in the challenge. I've been telling him like for 2
yes, he does. He totally does.
Come on.
Come on, Todd. It's $2.
I know, it's $2. Come on, $2.
What's the worst could happen? You could win the pot, or you could get sales, or you could list.
Get tons of stuff listed because you're listed fast for the challenge.
Mm-hmm.
All right, everybody. I hope you have a great day.
All right, we'll see you later.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, I gotta figure this out, right?
Yep. Let's see.
I know we're still live, but I don't know how to turn this off.
You should be able just to go down to the bottom.
Whoops.
Down to the bottom of the screen. Or you could go up to the top where it says like your mute and your video, and you can just click on the red phone.
Oh.